Greetings, viewers. Thank you for checking out the third episode in my Monster Hunter D&D campaign. Also, thank you to everyone who corrected me on opportunity attacks. From now on, every opportunity attack will have to roll to hit, just as written in the rules. Without further ado, let's get right back into it. Hey guys, I'm glad everyone could make it to today's session. Before we get to the recap, do any of you have any questions about the campaign before we begin?
Nope. I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, me neither. I think I'm good to start, Ben.
Hold it, Ben. We're already on the third session and there hasn't been any mention of leveling up at all. I mean, we repelled an elder dragon and fucked up countless monsters without gaining any experience whatsoever.
Oh, good point, Donald. I did make a pretty dumb mistake there, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Trying to limit Trump's power like that, you should be ashamed.
Yeah, my bad, Donald. Here, I'll go ahead and look back at every monster you killed and see how much XP you should have by now.
Oh, sweet. I kind of forgot about leveling, to be completely honest.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no surprise there, Joe.
All right, for killing 2 Daleks, 5 Jaggy, a Great Jaggy, and 4 Khonshu, I'll give you all 1350 XP.
Wait, why the hell did we not get any XP for repelling the Gen Moran?
Well, it's as you said, Donald. You didn't kill it, you were only able to repel the monster. Plus, it was more of a cool-ass opening than an actual fight.
Damn, fair enough, I guess it was pretty badass. But I'm still upset about not getting any XP for it.
Well, you can't really complain. We all went up by 2 levels before we even started playing today. Although I have to say that things could have turned out differently against that Arzuros if we had been leveled prior.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll be sure to keep an eye on levels in the future. All right, now that you all have leveled up, you should go ahead and update your character sheets so we can begin the session.
All right, Ben. I've decided to try my hands at making a homebrew subclass, which I just named as Chaser Magic for right now.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. What does it allow you to do?
Well, as of right now, I gain access to the new Chaser spells, along with a few other spells to help me apply status effects. I won't go into much detail about them now because I'm sure I'll be able to use them sometime soon. And also, any status effects I apply last for an extra minute.
Ooh, pretty interesting. I take it that you're going for a status inflictor type of build?
You'd be correct, Ben?
Ooh, me next. I didn't think to make my own subclass since all of that seems pretty confusing. So I'm going with the College of Lore subclass. I'm not sure what it does, but I think it makes sense seeing as I'm playing as a character who dabbles in history from time to time.
Another lame-ass decision on Joe's part. Mine is way better.
Whatever, Donald. Go ahead and tell us about your subclass since you're practically begging us to ask.
Well, I got some bad news for you, Barack. I don't plan on telling any of you guys what I picked. You'll just have to see for yourselves.
Ooh, how exciting.
Honestly, couldn't care less.
Ah, good choices all around. Although we'll have to see what Donald went with later. Anyway, we've wasted enough time. Who would like to do the last episode's recap?
Ooh, I will. I want to do it this time.
Hell no, I'm doing it this time.
Oh man, come on, please let me do it, Donald.
Absolutely not. Do you even remember what you had for breakfast this morning, let alone what all happened last session?
No need to be a dick, Donald. Just let the man do the recap. You never know. He could have remembered what happened pretty well.
Damn. All right, fine. Go ahead, Joe, but I get to do it next time.
Oh, thank you, Donald. Don't worry, I won't let you guys down. I rehearsed this all morning.
See, Donald? He even rehearsed it. He should have this in the bag.
Yeah, whatever. It's kind of sad that he did that, though, but who am I to judge?
All right, Joe, let's see how well you can do.
All right, so in the last episode, the Caravaneer gave us a tour of Valhabar to visit the mall and the sweets shop.
Jesus Christ, we're already off to a rough start.
After our tour, we were sent on our very first quest to kill 5 adorable little lizards in order to prove that we can handle ourselves during our journey. After I was almost eaten alive by almost every creature in the ecosystem, we finally completed the quest. But on our way back to the campsite, a big fluffy teddy bear attacked us, almost tickling good old Barama Jama to death in the process.
Excuse me?
Zip it, Barack. I'm almost finished. When we thought we were going to die, 2 very nice hunters stepped in to save us, sending the teddy bear back into the forest. When the coast was clear, the 2 hunters gave us words of encouragement and warm hugs before teleporting back to Valhabar. So how did I do, Ben? Pretty good, huh?
Jesus Christ, that was probably the worst recap I've ever heard in my life. You might have got like 3 things right in that summary.
Yeah, I take back what I said earlier. But at least he tried, you know.
What do you mean? I thought I did pretty well.
Yeah, thanks for trying, Joe. I'll go ahead and clean that up for you.
No, don't bother, Ben. I want to play already. If they want to know what actually happened, they can check out the last episode.
Come on, Donald, what did I say about shilling our content? But all right, fine. Is everyone ready to continue?
Of course I am. I can't wait to visit them all again.
Same here, Ben. I've been waiting to play all week.
All week? It's been like 5 fucking months, but whatever you say, buddy.
Oh shit, you're right, Ben. What the hell have you been doing? You just left us hanging for 5 months?
Hey man, it's not my fault. Blame the writer. He's the one who upped and left us.
Ah, that damn writer? Can we just hire a new one?
No, sadly we can't.
Oh man. Let's get back on track here. We're just burning up characters to use for our voices. Without further ado, let's get back into the world of Monster Hunter. We'll say that in between sessions that you safely arrived back in Valhabar. Upon landing at the Gathering Hall, the exhausted winged drakes screech and glide back to their hitch post before entering a deep sleep as you make your way inside the hall. As you enter the building, your ears pick up the familiar sounds of chattering and music, along with the usual sight of patrons and hunters drinking or gathered around deep in conversation. After admiring the crowd for a while, you notice a man wearing a distinct red hat approaching your group.
Hey, it's good to see you three back in one piece.
Yeah, about that. We got beat up pretty bad out there. And I think one of those Jaggy bit a chunk out of Jaiden's ass.
Hey, don't talk about my hiney without my permission. And it's perfectly intact, thank you very much.
Yeah, Barama. It's not your place to talk about other people's booties. And also, we easily completed that quest. Don't let numbnuts over here convince you that we got our asses handed to us by some flamboyant lizards.
Well, as long as you three are alive, I don't care what happens out there.
Damn all right then.
Anyway, where can we get paid? I'm pretty tired of being piss poor.
Itching to get some gold to your name, are you? Well, come on, follow me. We're gonna go see the guild master.
Finally, about damn time. Next time Emil shows his sorry ass, I'll be sure to whack him in the nuts with my coin pouch.
Come on, Trump. I think you should be the bigger man in this situation and let bygones be bygones. I mean, he did save us from that Arzuros, remember?
Yeah, Trump, I'm starting to think that you secretly have a crush on the man considering how much you bring him up.
What the hell did you just say, Barama? Do you think that I, the mighty and ferocious Trump, is homosexual? I'll give you a pass this time, but if you bring up my badass sexuality one more time, I'm going to PvP the shit out of you. And for your information, Jaiden, I'm at least 5 inches taller than that bastard, so I don't have to worry about being the bigger man.
All right, my bad man. Damn.
Ah, geez, Louise. This day is off to a rough start.
Try to keep the fighting outside, please. You wouldn't want to upset the guild master, would you?
Now that you mention it, he did rip into Emil on the night we first got here. That shit was pretty scary.
Yeah, it's not pretty, that's for sure.
As you make your way through the crowd of patrons, you finally meet up with the guild master, who is currently slouched in his seat with a comically large mug filled to the brim with a rich, dark brown colored ale.
Ah, well, butter my biscuit. Look who it is. I knew y'all wouldn't get done in by some lousy Jaggy.
Well, actually,
Don't listen to him, sir. He doesn't know where he is half the time. But it's as you say, Mr. Guildmaster, we flew right through that quest with no hiccups or incidents.
Well, that's great to hear. I'll just have to look at the hunting report that Jaiden sent in earlier.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry, I didn't say anything.
Wait, hold on a sec. Jaiden, how did he already get your report? We just got back to Valhabar. You didn't have enough time to deliver it since we landed.
oh, I hooked up the report to my little birdie and had him deliver it while we were still out hunting.
Wait, you had a bird with you this whole time?
Yep.
And you didn't tell us about it?
No, I told you guys during the introduction, remember? He's a little owl named Jerry who loves apple fritters and coffee.
Sorry, I have to break character for a moment. Joe, you literally never brought any of this up during the introduction. Also, I'm pretty sure apple fritters don't exist in the Monster Hunter universe.
Oh, sorry, I must have forgotten. And don't joke about apple fritters like that. They're a staple in every universe.
Jesus Christ, Ben. Did you know about this?
Well, I didn't learn about Jerry until the end of last session when Joe sent me a typewritten letter telling me about him. I didn't want to break Joe's heart, so I decided to let him keep it solely as a way to deliver his reports.
Ugh. I really shouldn't be surprised anymore at this point. All right, whatever. Let's just get back into the game.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, since y'all made it back alive, I guess I can stop holding on to these.
The guild master tosses each of you a full bulging burlap sack containing 400 gold pieces. As for you, Jaiden, you received an extra 25 gold pieces for turning in your report.
Wow. It feels pretty nice to get a bag of gold thrown at you. I think I'm going to be all right with all of this hunting we'll be doing.
I agree with you there, Barama. I can finally relinquish that baneful nickname of mine. I will be Tromp the Poor no longer.
I'm glad that title is gone. It never really rolled off the tongue well.
Agreed.
Sir, have you heard anything about Musashi recently? He's all we need before we can really start our journey.
The Guildmaster hangs his head in thought for a long while, leaving the rest of you in an awkward silence, muttering to himself in the process.
So, why can't we just go to Musashi's house and talk to him? We could even offer to get his trade route back up and running for him.
Well, about that, Musashi isn't the type that likes to be bothered when he's upset. If we were to go talk to him now, we could kiss our chances of recruiting him goodbye. So our only option is to wait for him to come to the guild for help.
How bad could it really be? Are you sure it's going to go that terribly?
Just trust me on this one. Besides, you'll all find out for yourselves soon enough.
Suddenly, the Guildmaster quickly raises his head, appearing to remember something based on his facial expressions.
Nope. I can't say that I have. However, that does remind me. While you wait for Musashi to come out of hiding, there's something your team could tend to. If they're up to it, that is.
You always were a funny one, weren't you? I know my team can handle anything you throw our way. So go ahead. What's the problem?
Damn right we can, old man.
I always get a kick out of you young'uns with your headstrong attitudes. I like it. But all right then, let me tell y'all what's going on. Val Halbar's blacksmithing services have been put on hold indefinitely.
Man, this is complete bullshit. You're telling me that the blacksmith is out right now? Right as I got some gold to my name?
I know. It's a shame, but you don't have to make a scene about it, Tromp. So anyway, what happened to the blacksmith?
Well, nothing happened to Gowan himself. But from what I've heard, an unknown monster has recently taken up residence at the Kahran Mining Site and attacked a group of miners that were stationed there. Luckily, there weren't any casualties, but with that monster lurking around there, we won't be able to mine any more valuable ores and materials for metallurgy.
An unknown monster? Are we talking about a new species here?
Now, don't get your hopes up, Sonny. I don't think it's a new species. The reason we're calling it an unknown monster is because not a single person in that crew was able to see the monster attacking them.
What the hell? Were their eyes closed or something? I think I would be able to notice a giant monster trying to eat me.
I doubt it's that simple, Tromp. I'm sure that there's some unknown factor at play here somewhere.
Oh man, I don't know what this monster did, but it's kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Well, whenever we encounter it, just make sure to keep your eyes open at the very least.
Is there anything else you could tell us about this monster? The more information, the better.
Well, that's all that I know, but it might be a good idea to check in with Gowan himself. He keeps in good touch with his men, so he should know more about this monster than me.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan. Well guys, should we go visit the blacksmith and see what he has to say? Although now that I think about it, the more that we learn about this thing, the more scared I'll be.
It won't be that bad, Jiden. I'm sure we can handle ourselves now that we're a bit stronger. But yeah, I think we're ready to go talk to Gowan now. Unless you had anything else to do, Tromp?
Nope, let's move it, gentlemen. I'm ready to go beat that thing's ass already. The sooner I can get my gear upgraded, the better.
All right then, we'll be off. Make sure to keep an eye on Musashi for me while we're gone, will you?
I'll let you know if I hear anything. I wish the best to y'all. Give the darn thing a good wallop.
You can count on us, sir. We'll be back before you know it.
All right then, let's get moving, partners.
As you walk towards the exit, the Guildmaster waves goodbye before tilting the bottom of his large mug into the sky, slowly taking down the alcohol in one impressive gulp.
Holy shit, that man is insane.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing to witness. Do you think he has an alcohol problem?
Considering how he chugged from a glass almost as big as him, I would think so, Jiden.
Now, this isn't the time to talk about his drinking problems, gentlemen. We got bigger fish to fry anyways. Come on, we're almost there.
As you approach the blacksmith, you notice that the giant forge that once held a brilliant flame now only holds the remnants of its former glory in the form of a cold, dark ash. Gowan himself now looks like that of a husk, of the man whose passion and strive have been stripped from him, presenting himself with a particularly depressed aura and weakened posture. Upon seeing your party, he quickly lifts himself up and attempts to hide his pained expression.
It's good to see you guys again.
Although I'm afraid I won't be of service to you ever since that damned monster took over the mining site. Well, you're in luck, Gowan. We heard about what happened from the Guildmaster, and he decided to let these three gentlemen handle the situation.
Gowan's eyes widen with relief, seemingly reigniting the flame that went out in his soul. His tensed-up shoulders slowly begin to drop, feeling akin to something like that of a giant weight being lifted off of him.
Really? You three are here to take care of that monster?
Damn right we are. I can't upgrade my beloved greatsword without a blacksmith now, can't I?
You'd be right about that, my friend.
Gowan, we were wondering if you could elaborate a little further on this monster for us. From what we've heard, this monster was able to attack an entire mining group without being seen. I just don't see how it was able to pull something like that off.
Well, the only extra piece of information I can give you is from one of the miners himself. When I talked to him, he told me that as they got closer to the heart of the mining site, something began thrashing around in the sand, kicking up tons of scorching hot sand in the process, resulting in a field of debris that was impossible to see through. In the midst of all of the chaos, everyone blindly ran back towards their campsite. And I thank the gods that they weren't followed, or I would be down by 20 men.
Oh man, I knew I would end up becoming more terrified of this thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this does sound a little daunting, especially the fact that it could have easily taken down a large squad of men. But I think that we could do this with enough preparation.
Hell, even without the preparation, I could cleave this mystery fucker in half. I guarantee it.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, Trump. And as for preparation, I think I might know some items that can help us out.
Holy shit, Jiden has an idea? You don't see that very often?
Zip it, Trump. What are you thinking, Jiden?
Well, it seems pretty obvious that this scary monster in question can easily swim through the sand, seeing how it was able to surprise a group of 20 men like that. That makes me think that we should pay Esma a visit to see if she has any sonic bombs in stock.
I don't see what you're getting at here. How is a high-frequency bomb gonna help us in this situation?
Well, it's pretty obvious if you think about it. Most sand-dwelling monsters are highly susceptible to high-pitched noises. We might be able to weaken it with one of those bombs.
I'll be damned, that is a pretty good idea, Jiden. I know that I'm probably asking for too much right now, but do you know what this monster could be?
Nope, sorry, I'm not too good at remembering these critters until I see them close up.
Well, that's just conveniently inconvenient, isn't it?
Sorry, man, that's just how it goes, you know.
Yeah, that just might work. If you can throw one of those sonic bombs close enough to it while it's underground, it'll surely force the coward right out of the sand.
All right, then. I guess that settles it. We'll go by Esma's to see if she has any in stock.
One more thing before you go. If you three manage to slay the monster, I'm willing to upgrade your weapons and armor free of charge. As long as you bring me enough materials, that is.
Now that's a deal that I'm willing to accept. But what kind of resources do you need?
Well, for your first upgrade, you would need to go out into the field and find some earth crystal. But luckily for you guys, various ores, including earth crystal, can be found at the mining site, so be sure to keep an eye out.
Oh, wow, that is pretty convenient. We'll have to pick up some pickaxes from Esma as well.
All right, sounds like you guys are getting fired up. Are you fellas ready to head over to Esma's?
Damn right we are. Let's get this over with so we can get some free upgrades.
Good luck, you three. Hit that bastard where it hurts.
Will do. All right, guys, let's head on over to Esma's shop. Make sure to form a list of things you want to buy in your head, so you'll be as prepared as possible.
Don't you worry, Barama. I keep a mental note on everything.
I doubt that, buddy.
As you leave Gowan, he wastes no time in reigniting the large forge that looked cold and dull just a moment ago. The depressing yet ever dark ash was overshadowed by the brilliant orange hues of the magnificent roaring flame. After examining the ever-shaping fire, Gowan begins to yell over to some of his men to get ready to begin the mining process once again.
Wow, he's already getting the shop up and running again. I guess he's really placing his trust in us.
It seems so. We'll have to make sure to bring back good news for him. It would be awful to tell him to shut everything back down again.
Luckily, we won't have to think about that since I'll slice the little fucker up the moment we see it.
I like the confidence, Trump. Just make sure it doesn't get you killed out there. I don't think I could find a suitable replacement for someone like you.
You hear that, guys? I'm irreplaceable to this guy. You fellas need to kick it up a notch and get on my level.
Whatever, Trump. I'm not even going to argue with you on this. I'll just let you have this one.
Why, thank you very much, Barama.
Sorry to interrupt you, gentlemen, but we're coming up on Esma's shop now.
As you enter Esma's shop, you notice the elderly woman slowly dusting off the shelves, which are stocked full of various potions and trinkets. As she notices you, she places down her worn-down feather duster and greets your party at the front door.
Oh, it's so nice to see you all back safe and sound. So, I take it that you three handsome fellas came by to give this old lady some of your hard-earned gold?
You'd be correct, ma'am. I don't know if you've heard, but Valhabar just recently lost their mining site due to an unknown monster deciding to call the place its home. So the guild master tasked us with hunting this said monster.
Oh dear, that's horrible. I've known Gowan for many years, and he's never strayed far from his forge for long. I remember I had a thing for him in our younger years. Too bad he was too focused on his work to realize it.
What? You had a thing for Gowan back then?
Esma giggles with a hand covering her mouth, signaling a feeling of embarrassment at the information that she overshared with your group.
Ah, dearie, I've already said too much. Let's just get back on topic, shall we? I don't think it would hurt to assume that you gentlemen came here to stock up on supplies, right? Well, go on ahead and take a look around. I'll be at the counter when you have everything you need.
Will do, ma'am. All right, guys, so how many sonic bombs should we bring? And which one of us should be the one to hold on to them?
Good question, Barama. I haven't seen it firsthand, but I've heard that monsters can get used to tricks if they are subjected to them multiple times. So if we were to use too many sonic bombs in a short span of time, it would quickly learn to adapt to them.
Damn, that's pretty annoying, huh? All right then. Maybe we can get away with buying just 2 of them. But who should use them?
I think that one's pretty obvious, my friend.
And why is that, Trump?
Well, look at me. Look at these sexy, badass, muscular arms, and tell me that these bad boys can't send anything that they throw into fucking orbit.
I mean, I'm looking at them and I do have to say that they are pretty ripped. Say, Trump, would you be willing to let me in on your workout routine?
Sorry, Jiden, but I don't think a guy like you can turn out like me. Cruel, I know, but the world has always been a cruel mistress.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord, you two really make me want to bang my head against a wall sometimes. Fine, Trump. You can hold on to the sonic bombs. All right, now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and pick up our items.
All right then. What would you all like to buy from Esma? If you all remember correctly, you each have 400 gold to your name, while Jiden has 425 gold.
All right, Ben, I'll go ahead and pick up 1 pickaxe, 1 bug net, 3 potions, 5 rations, 1 sonic bomb, and 5 empty bottles.
Damn, Barama, are you buying out the whole store or something? And what do you even need an empty bottle for, let alone 5 of them?
This really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, Tromp. And look around at how much shit is in here. I don't think any of us would ever be able to buy out this store in our entire lives. And as for the bottles, I'm planning to take advantage of my expertise in alchemy, so I'll need some containers to hold whatever concoction I plan on producing.
Speak for yourself, you filthy brokey. But fine, go ahead and waste your money, you damn hoarder. As for me, I'm just gonna pick up 2 potions, 1 sonic bomb, and 1 ration.
Short and sweet. I like it, Donald.
Oh, wait a second. Holy shit, she sells explosives here. All right, then, I guess I could get a couple more toys. I'm gonna pick up 2 small barrel bombs as well.
Ah, I spoke too soon, I guess. All right, Joe, what will you be buying from Esma?
I think that I'm going to buy 2 rations, 4 potions, 1 pickaxe, and 1 flash bomb just in case we need it.
Oh, nice thinking, Jiden. It doesn't hurt to over-prepare, especially in life or death situations.
Yeah, no kidding. We've already had our fair share of near-death experiences just in our first quest alone. I would prefer not to be some critter's little treat so early on into our journey.
Yeah, that would be pretty damn embarrassing, wouldn't it? But fear not, Jiden. With the almighty Trump by your side, nothing could ever possibly go wrong.
Yeah, let's just hope so. All right, does everyone have what they need?
Yep, I'm all set.
Same here, Ben.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of this crowded tent and beat some monster ass.
All right then. You all split up and efficiently scoop up every item each of you were looking for, weaving between various meticulous stacks of mismatched materials and goods. Once you get everything you were looking for, you all head to the counter where Esma patiently waits. When she locks eyes on everything you picked up, It seems as if dollar signs could replace her pupils at any given moment based on how eagerly she is watching you as everything is thrown onto the table, ready to be traded for valuable gold.
Oh my! You guys are quite the shoppers, aren't you? I hope you'll come by more once this monster is taken care of, with more gold in your pocket, that is.
She bursts into laughter, still feeling ecstatic over the pricey transaction.
Oh dear me. Sorry I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, your total between everything here will be 837 gold pieces.
Oh damn, no wonder she's in such a good mood. She just made a shit ton of money.
Hell yeah, she is. Just think how many people come in here a day. Grandma here is definitely rolling in cash right now.
Wow. Maybe I should open my own shop someday. I've always wanted to try swimming in money, so I think a shop could be the best way of making that dream happen.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Jiden, but just because you have a little store doesn't mean you're going to be filthy rich. And besides, what would you even sell there?
Oh, that's an obvious one, Barama. I would open up an ice cream shop playground so I could eat ice cream and watch all of the adorable little children.
Jesus Christ, what did you just say, Joe?
What's wrong? I just said I wanted to watch children play.
Holy shit, just stop right there, Joe. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking wild, Joe.
Let's just move on from that. After you all give Esma your gold, a wide grin appears on her face.
Thank you all so much for your patronage. If you feel like you forgot anything, then don't hesitate to come back and spend a lil more.
Well, I think we got everything we need for now, ma'am, so there won't be any need for that.
All right, gentlemen, can we get out of here already? It feels like that old lady is going to keep convincing us to buy more shit until we leave or become flat broke.
Yeah, you're right about that. My pockets are hurting quite a bit already, and I just got paid earlier today. All right, guys, let's get out of here and make our way towards the mining site.
As you all exit the tent, Esma waves goodbye, still showing off her brilliant smile from earlier. As you follow the caravaneer through the streets, you notice that you're heading towards a giant wooden archway that separates the bustling city streets from the untamed desert and its scorching hot wind.
All right, partners. Are you all ready to finally depart for your quest?
Damn right I am.
Wait, should we stop by the canteen first and grab some food?
Hell no. I've been waiting to cleave this damn monster in two all day. I can't afford any more pit stops.
While I don't necessarily agree with Trump, I do think that we should wait to recruit Musashi before trying the canteen again, considering that the food buffs we got last time weren't that worth it.
Oh, phooey. Although I guess that doesn't sound like an awful idea. But man, I would love to have another delicious fruity jam.
Well, maybe I could convince Musashi to whip up some jam for you in the future. But for now, just focus on taking out this monster.
Wait, are we taking the wing drakes again? I don't know if I can handle being up in the sky that long again.
Nope. Luckily for you, you three will be walking instead.
Hold on, excuse me? How far away is our quest location?
Oh man, I hope it isn't a multiple day trip or anything.
If I remember correctly, you should reach the Kahran Mining Site by sundown. It should take at least 6 hours.
God dang it, 6 hours is just as bad as a full day.
Suck it up, Jiden. 6 hours is light work for alpha males like you and me.
Wait, why can't we just take the wing drakes out again and save time?
Great question, Barama. I'll be glad to tell you. The reason why you can't take them out for this quest is because the Kahran Mining Site hasn't been officially recognized by the Guild as a proper hunting ground, which means that the Guild hasn't set up a proper safe resting area for the wing drakes to stay while you go out and hunt. Also, wing drakes are very valuable to the Guild and require extensive training in order to fly hunters to wherever they need to go, so the Guild doesn't take any chances when it comes to losing their wing drakes.
Wait, hold on a second. Why isn't the main mining site for Val Habar recognized as an official hunting ground? You'd think it would be a good idea to protect your main source of valuable ores.
Yeah, true, come to think of it. If this place was established as a place where hunters could keep the monster population in check, then this mysterious monster probably wouldn't have shown up in the first place.
Great point, you two. The reason why the Guild usually doesn't allow hunting at the Kahran site is because the wildlife isn't very abundant in that field, since monsters usually steer clear from the area. They aren't a big fan of all of the commotion the miners cause, so they tend to keep their distance.
If the Kahran Mining Site is supposed to be free of monsters, then I wonder what caused this monster to show up in the first place. Do you think something chased it out of its original home or something?
You might be onto something, Trump. I don't think it would hurt to assume that some larger monster got in a fight with our target. Maybe if we're lucky, this thing might already be injured.
Oh, poor thing. I'm starting to feel bad for it. First it gets kicked out of its home, and then we have to go put it down just because it's being an inconvenience.
Don't try to victimize this bastard, Jiden. It caused an entire mining operation to shut down and injured several people in the process. This fucker isn't innocent, I promise you.
Oh man, I guess you're right. If we don't kill this little fella, then it'll definitely hurt more people down the line.
Correct. That's why it's imperative that you three come home successfully. All right, before you head out, let me draw out a map for you, just so you don't get lost out there.
The Caravaneer reaches behind his ear and retrieves a falcon quill before dipping it in a small vat of ink that he retrieved from his heavily worn leather pouch. He then reaches into his hat and pulls out a small piece of parchment and begins hastily drawing a simple map leading you directly to the Kahran Mining Site. Once he finishes the map, he hands it over to you, Tromp.
Huh, what a strange place to keep a piece of parchment.
Here you go, partners. I think it's about time that you go pay that monster a visit. I'll keep an eye out on Musashi and for any details about this frenzy virus while I wait for your return. I wish you all the best. Be safe out there.
All right, good luck in your search. We'll be back before you know it.
As you all stand underneath the giant archway, the Caravaneer waves goodbye before turning around and disappearing into the ever-shaping faceless crowd. When you lose sight of him, you all turn around and step out into the seemingly endless desert expanse, ready to finally confront this mystery monster and restore Val Habar's blacksmithing services. All right, guys, ML Wind, the creator of the Monster Hunter D&D module, has recently made some updates to the role system we went over last episode, so I'll very briefly go over what has changed. For starters, there can no longer be 2 spotters due to the minor spotter overhaul, which means that one of you must be the scout.
Oh man, please, is there anything else I can do? I hate playing as the scout.
Well, I think that I'm the most qualified for the spotter role since my investigation skill is quite higher than everyone else's. And good luck trying to take the leading role away from Tromp.
Don't even fucking think about it, buddy.
Oh man, this blows.
All right then, I'm willing to make an exception for you, Joe. Until you gain some more confidence, I'll allow you to not fulfill a role and just stay by your party's side. Just be warned that the scout is responsible for keeping an eye out for ambushes and other dangerous events. So if your team gets surprised by some nasty enemies, then don't say that I didn't warn you.
Oh, thank you so much, Ben.
Oh man, I really wish you would just take on the scout role already. The way Ben said that made me pretty nervous for what's to come.
Ah, don't worry about it, Barama. We just have to believe in ourselves, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy, Jiden.
All right, everyone, in order to speed things up a bit, I'll have Tromp roll a D100 to see how easily your party arrives at the Kahran Mining Site. Go ahead, Tromp.
Finally, some damn gameplay. Ah, shit, I rolled a 26. We're off to an amazing start already.
God damn it, Tromp. I swear you're always getting us into shitty situations.
Lay off Barama, and you know damn well that it's my faulty rigged dice that gets us into shitty situations, not me.
Come on, guys, we don't need to be fighting right now. Besides, we don't know for certain if something bad is going to happen. I think we can trust Ben not to bully us so hard. Right, Ben?
Ben, I don't like that look on your face. You're starting to scare me.
Yeah, please stop doing that.
What are you talking about, Barack? And don't worry about it, guys. You'll be perfectly okay.
All right, whatever.
As your party departs from the safe, inviting city of Val Habar, you begin your 6-hour-long trek through the endlessly flowing sands of the seemingly never-ending desert. As minutes slowly turn into hours, you can feel your body struggle to adapt to the unforgiving heat from the arid, barren expanse of sand.
Damn, I knew I should have brought some cool drinks with me. Can we just abandon the quest so I can grab some? It won't take long.
Jesus, Trump, we are not heading back now. I don't even want to think about how embarrassing that would be.
Yeah, Tromp. Man, I swear you're always forgetting things, unlike me, of course.
All right, fine, we can keep going. But I'm just going to ignore what Jiden said.
Just as the heat becomes almost too much to bear, you stumble upon an opening to a grand ravine which auspiciously blocks out the sun's boiling rays just enough to prevent your party from succumbing to heat stroke. Making sure to stay in the life-saving shade, you progress through the 2 vast, jagged walls that seem to reach out and touch the very heavens themselves. A few more hours pass by before you begin to hear faint sounds akin to barking in the distance. As you traverse further, the craggy walls begin to steadily decline in height, signaling that the Torrid Canyon's exit is close by. As the shade provided by the ravine's grand walls begins to disappear, you hear the barking getting louder and louder before you see a monster known as a gendrome perched up on the sun-scorched rocks above you. The monster lets out another howl before jumping down directly in front of the canyon's exit, not intending to let your group pass. As the monster begins to size you up, it lets out another commanding bark before two smaller genprey jump down behind you, managing to fully surround your party. Roll for initiative, for the hunt has begun.
Fuck yeah. I've been waiting for combat all day.
Damn it, Joe, I knew something like this would happen. This could have been prevented if you just scouted ahead like you were supposed to. Now we're going to get mauled by raptors.
Well, I don't have a problem with it.
Come on, man. How was I supposed to know that we were going to get jumped by more scary monsters?
I don't know, Joe. If only someone warned you about something like this happening beforehand.
Yeah, that would have been nice, actually.
Can you three stop yapping and roll your damn dice already? I already rolled and got a 17, so I know I'll be moving first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trump, but I rolled a 21, so I think I'll be going first.
And I rolled a 19 as well. So it looks like you'll be going last out of the three of us.
What the hell? This is complete and utter bullshit, and you know it.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, my friend.
No, I hate you in this dumbass game, Joe.
All right, calm down, Donald. Let me read the initiative order.
Fine.
The turn order will go as follows. Jiden will move first, followed by the two genprey. Next up is Barama, and then Tromp. And finally, the gendrome will go last. All right, Jiden, what will you do?
Hold on, guys. I have a brilliant idea. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals with their leader.
I don't think that's going to work, Jiden.
Yeah, it will. Just watch Barama. Hey, big guy. Would you be oh so kind and let us pass? We don't want any trouble.
The gendrome perks its head up for a second, showing off its grand yellow crest before letting out another commanding bark. In an instant, the two lesser genprey begin to dash towards you, Jiden.
Oh man, this doesn't look good.
I tried to warn you, buddy.
The two genprey are going to make bite attacks against you, intending to start off with a quick kill. Oh wow, with two 19s, they both sink their long, gnarled fangs into your arm and leg, dealing you 10 piercing damage.
Ouch. Could this get any worse?
Well, yes, it can, Jiden. Now I need you to make two Constitution saving throws to see if you can overcome the genprey's nasty paralytic venom.
Oh geez, I shouldn't have said anything. All right, here goes nothing. Ah, dang. I rolled a 21 and a 4.
Ah, so close, Jiden. As the genprey's venom enters your bloodstream, you can feel your body begin to rapidly shut down, causing you to collapse to the floor with a heavy thud.
Guys, please help me.
Wow, these little bastards play dirty, don't they?
Yeah, it looks like it, Trump. We'll have to try to avoid damage at all cost.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I'm charging in there the first chance I get.
Of course you are, Trump. Whatever. I'm sure it'll work out for you. Okay, Ben. I'm going to cast Magic Missile, focusing all 3 bolts towards the first genprey, dealing 10 damage in the process.
Nice one, Barama. As you fire 3 mystical bolts into the genprey, it reels back in pain with a surprised screech. However, their attention seems to still be focused on taking a bite out of the meal in front of them.
Not if I, the new and improved Tromp, has anything to say about it.
What do you mean by new and improved Trump?
Oh, just watch me, my friend. Ben, I'm going to rage.
Trump, as you enter into a state of rage, your body slowly begins to shift into a form more akin to the extinction dragon itself. You begin to shift into a more beastly posture. Your spikes take on the nightmarish hue of cold dark steel, and the purple and orange highlights around your torso appear much more exaggerated, covering your entire body. It feels as if your thirst for combat was replaced with this feral instinctive desire for blood. Finally, you let out a blood-curdling roar, causing the smaller genprey to flinch.
Holy shit, Trump. Is this the subclass you refused to tell us about?
Dang, that's pretty cool. I wish my character wasn't paralyzed so he could comment on it, but oh well.
Indeed, it is Barama. Now worry not, my friends. These little shits are fucked now. I'm going to attack the genprey that Barama just injured. Nice. With a 19 to hit, I slam my greatsword onto the bastard, dealing 12 slashing damage.
The genprey lets out another cry as you bring down your massive sword onto it.
Yeah, I bet that one hurt, didn't it, you pathetic little bastard?
All right, now it's the gendrome's turn. After seeing Tromp shift into a more intimidating opponent, it begins howling as an attempt to match your intimidating energy. It leaps high into the air, trying to land directly on top of you and pin you to the floor, Tromp. I'll need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Bring it on, fucker. Holy shit, I rolled a 1. This is unbelievable.
Damn, so much for your cool subclass reveal. Anyway, the gendrome lands directly on top of you, Tromp, pinning you to the floor with its massive claws, dealing you 4 bludgeon damage.
Damn you, you overgrown gecko. Get the hell off of me.
Well, shit. Jaiden's down and you're pinned to the floor. I wonder what horror is in store for me.
Don't count me out just yet. All I need to do is pass this constitution check. Ah, yes. I rolled a 17. Am I back up, Ben?
Yep, you sure are, Jaiden. Now what will you do next?
Oh, yippee. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to get that nasty gendrome off of Trump by whacking it in the head with my trusty hunting horn. Ah, darn it, I rolled a 9 on that one. Whoopsie.
Ah, sorry, Jaiden, but you just barely missed the gendrome's head. Expecting to feel the satisfying heavy thud of something's skull being bashed in, you are instead greeted with the awkward feeling of empty air.
Dang. Sorry about that, Trump. I'll get him next time.
Don't worry about it, Jaiden. Just focus on helping Barama take out the 2 small bastards. I'll keep this shithead occupied in the meantime.
All right, if you say so, Trump.
Usually I wouldn't trust you, Trump, especially with the situation you're in right now. But even though you're actively being pinned down by a raptor, I'll just have to believe in you this time.
That's all I ask for, Barama.
All right, now the 2 Gen Prey begin to split up, intending to take both of you out by themselves. The first Gen Prey is going to make a bite attack against you, Jaiden. With a 7 to hit, you narrowly avoid the Gen Prey's paralytic fangs.
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't looking forward to getting paralyzed again.
Now the second Gen Prey is going to attempt to claw at you, Barama. With a 10 to hit, you barely avoid getting grazed by the Gen Prey's sharp claws.
Oh, damn, that little bugger almost had me. All right, then. I'll make 2 shots towards the weakened Gen Prey with my light bow gun. With a 14 and 15 to hit, both shots make contact, dealing 9 piercing damage.
Nice one, Barama. Go ahead and describe the kill.
Oh, don't mind if I do. After unloading 2 bullets into the Gen Prey, I close the distance and slash its throat with my carbon knife, dropping it on the spot.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, good shit, Barama. Now watch a master at work here. Ben, I'm going to attempt to throw this bastard off of me.
All right, this should be interesting. We're going to do a contested strength check. Whoever rolls highest wins.
Bring it on then, you fucker. I rolled a dirty 20. Try to beat that one.
Nice one, Tromp. Luckily for you, the Gendrome rolled an 18, which means that you can successfully throw the Gendrome off of you as your action this turn.
Sweet. As this slimy bastard struggles in vain to hold down the mighty Tromp, I effortlessly shove the monster off of me, regaining my footing in the process.
Nice one, Trump. Looking as stylish as always.
Sweet. It's nice to see us all back up on our feet again. We had a rough start, but we can definitely pull through this one.
Damn right we can, Barama. Just keep pushing through.
Now it's the Gendrome's turn. After being pushed away, the Gendrome lets out a howl of anger before attempting to bite you, Tromp. With an 18 to hit, the Gendrome manages to sink its fangs into your sturdy hide, slowly injecting its venom into you, dealing 6 piercing damage. Now go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can overcome the paralysis.
All right, I rolled a 13 on that one, so what's gonna happen to me?
Nothing at all, Tromp. You just barely passed the check needed.
Fuck yeah. I never doubted myself for a second.
All right, we are now entering turn 3. You're up, Jaiden.
Oh, goody. I'm going to switch it up a bit this turn by casting Bane onto the last 2 monsters. And as for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Trump.
Ooh, smart move, Jaiden. Now, let's see if these monsters can pass this charisma check, although I highly doubt that they can. Yep, I was right on that one. I'm assuming an 8 and a 10 won't pass the check, huh?
Nope, they have been baned.
Good work, Jaiden. It's good to see you casting some spells instead of primarily using that big horn of yours.
What can I say? It's a lot more fun than you think to swing a giant horn around the place.
Fair point, I guess.
Now the last Gen Prey is going to bite at you, Barama. With a 14 to hit due to Jaiden's Bane, the Gen Prey successfully burrows its sickening fangs into your delicate tissue, injecting venom directly into your bloodstream, dealing you only 2 piercing damage. Now make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, damn, that wasn't too bad. All right, here goes nothing. Yes! I got a 17 on that one, Ben.
Good work, Barama. You were somehow able to overcome the venom before any dire changes took effect. Now it's your turn to retaliate.
And retaliate I will. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the 2nd level at the Gen Prey, dealing a total of 13 damage.
As the Gen Prey struggles to withstand the barrage of magic being hurled towards it, it lets out a cry of pain as it falls to the ground before kicking around wildly, attempting to get back up. Once it does, it howls and hisses at you with anger in its eyes.
Finally my turn. Now get ready, you big bitch. I'm gonna slice it up with my greatsword. With a 15 to hit, I collide directly with the Gendrome's stupid-looking crest, dealing 12 slashing damage.
Good one, Tromp. After sustaining that heavy blow, the Gendrome is going to slam its weight into you. Wow, luckily for you, the attack will miss thanks to Jaiden's Bane spell.
Well, I'll be damned. Thank you very much, Jiden.
No problem, my friend. You can count on me.
Nice work so far, guys. I can tell that you guys are starting to get more comfortable with your characters now. All right, we are back up to the beginning of the initiative order. Go ahead, Jiden.
Alrighty, I'm going to swing my hunting horn towards the gen prey and use my bonus action to store up some handy little notes. Ooh, wowza. I rolled a natural 20. That'll do 16 bludgeoning damage to the little fella. And I will also store the attack up small, movement up small, and skill up small notes into my hunting horn.
Great work, Jiden. This gen prey is on the ropes now. After being bashed in the head with your hunting horn, the monster is going to attempt to paralyze you once more. Oh, poor guy. With a natural 1, this guy won't be doing anything this turn.
Ha! In your face, you little stinker.
Don't tease it, Jiden. You might end up making it even more mad somehow. But hopefully I can finish it off this turn. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the gen prey. Damn, never mind. I rolled a 7 on that one.
Well, maybe next time, Barama. All right, Trump, you're up.
Hell yeah. I'll just keep on doing what I do best for now. I'm going to attack the fucker with my great sword. Ah, damn, I rolled an 8. Screw it. I'm going to add my inspiration die for this one. For fuck's sake, I still didn't roll high enough. Rigged-ass game, I tell you.
Trump, as you whiff your swing with your greatsword, the Gendrome takes this quick opening to deliver a powerful claw attack towards your vulnerable side. Wow, this Bane spell is really saving your ass today, Trump. But with a 16 to hit, the monster is unable to find a weak point between your impenetrable spikes.
Wow, that was a lot of missed attacks for one turn. I think Jiden was the only one to damage something.
Hell yeah, Jiden. Keep it up, buddy.
Oh man, I'm so flattered. All right, I'm going to use my action to perform a song with my stored notes, granting us a +1 bonus to melee attacks, movement speed, and a +1 bonus to any skill of our choosing. And I'll end my turn there.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Now the Genprey, struggling to keep itself up, is going to make one final bite attack towards you, Barama. With a 9 to hit, the Genprey slowly bites towards you, allowing you to easily move out of the way in time. Now finish him off, Barama.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm going to make 2 shots towards the Genprey. With a 16 and 2 to hit, only my first bullet makes contact, dealing only 2 piercing damage. Is that enough to take it out?
Yep, it sure is, Barama. Luckily, it only had 2 HP remaining, so you just barely finished it off.
Oh, thank God. All right, time for the finishing blow. I load 1 more shot into my light bow gun and proceed to blow out a fragment of the Genprey's skull onto the sandy floor.
Damn, what do you have against these poor creatures, Barama?
Everything, Ben. The second I found out that they hunt using cheap tricks like paralysis, I lost any shred of respect I could have had for them.
I like the way you think, Barama. I don't have an ounce of sympathy for any monster.
Aren't you kind of a monster yourself, Tromp? Especially right now with that beastly appearance of yours.
Hell no, Jiden, and don't ever call me a monster again. It hurts my feelings.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean it, Tromp.
It's okay, just don't do it again.
All right, Trump, now that the last Genprey is dead, it's just you and the Gendrome. What will you do?
I'm going to try something a little different this time. I'm going to wrestle this son of a bitch. I'm going to attempt to send it to the ground.
Wow, I can't say that I was expecting that one. All right, I'll go ahead and make a strength saving throw. Oh, damn. With a 10 on that check, you are able to successfully wrap your arm around the Gendrome and slam it into the ground with a satisfying thud, pinning it in place.
Yeah, how does it feel to be pinned down, you little fucker?
The Gendrome flails wildly, hoping to knock you off of it while barking loudly in protest.
Holy shit, Tromp, you're fucking crazy.
Damn right I am. I wouldn't have gotten this far if I wasn't.
As you're talking to your team, Trump, the Gendrome begins flailing wildly once more in an attempt to break away from you. Now we're going to do contested strength checks until you let the monster go, or it breaks free.
All right, bring it on then. I rolled a 13 for mine.
Damn, it looks like the Gendrome is going to stay down for this turn.
Why did it sound like you were upset by that, Ben?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted you 3 to suffer through this encounter a little bit more.
Geez, thanks, Ben.
No problem, Barack. All right, we're moving on to turn 6 now. Go ahead, Jiden. What will you do?
Well, I'm going to seize this opportunity that Tromp gave us and whack this Gendrome in the noggin with my hunting horn. With an 18 to hit, I deal a total of 7 bludgeoning damage. Dang, not as good as last time, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing, Jiden. I'm gonna follow up by casting Ray of Sickness onto the Gendrome. With a 24 to hit, I fire a beam of sickening green energy directly at the Gendrome, dealing 10 poison damage and giving the monster the poisoned condition until the end of my next turn.
All right, now I'm going to headbutt this loser in the face with my spiky horns. With a 15 to hit, I slam my horns into the monster's stupid-looking face, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage.
As you all unleash a flurry of attacks onto the vulnerable monster, the Gendrome is going to attempt to break free from your unyielding hold. Go ahead and roll another strength check, Donald.
I'm not letting this fucker go. Hell yeah, I rolled a 24 on that one.
Wow, you're really not giving this Gendrome a break, huh? All right then. As the monster continues to writhe and squirm under your strong hold, it begins to howl out into the sky in desperation.
Ha! It's starting to fear for its life. Although I don't blame it, I would be scared of me too.
Oh, poor guy, I'm starting to feel a little bad, but not too bad. I'll slam the Gendrome with my hunting horn again. With a 13 to hit, I bonk the Gendrome on the head, dealing 8 bludgeoning damage.
Now that the Gendrome is poisoned, I'm going to cast my new Poison Chaser spell towards it. Weaving a unique sign with my hands, I release 3 dark green bolts of homing magic towards the monster, dealing 14 poison damage.
As the monster continues to be humiliated and pummeled with a barrage of attacks, it begins snarling, becoming visibly angry and distressed. It looks as if smoke is billowing out of the monster's nostrils as it takes quick rhythmic breaths. It finally begins to thrash around harder than it has before, managing to throw you off of it, Tromp.
What the hell? You just had to force me off because you knew I could have held the bastard down the entire time.
Hey, sorry, man, I can't let you have too much fun around here.
That's bullshit, and you know it, Ben.
It may be Donald. Anyway, as the Gendrome finally frees itself, it firmly plants its feet onto the ground and throws its head into the air, letting out another loud, seething howl.
Oh man, it's starting to get angry, guys. Hey Ben, what did enraged monsters do again? I may or may not have forgotten.
Well, I know you wouldn't forget Joe, so I'll remind the folks watching at home. When the monster is reduced to half of its maximum HP, it immediately saves against all ongoing conditions and effects, and gains 1 extra turn in the initiative order, as well as regaining a set amount of HP.
Damn, that's quite a buff, huh?
I don't really see a difference, to be honest. It didn't really matter that much when that great Jaggy began raging, so I doubt this fucker will be any different.
Well, I hope you're right about that, Tromp.
Of course I am, buddy. Now watch me style on this nerd. With a 17 to hit, I swing my greatsword in an upwards motion, connecting with the Gendrome's lower jaw, dealing 9 slashing damage.
Good one, Tromp. As you connect with the monster's jaw, it flings its head towards the sky, almost falling back over unto itself. The Gendrome shoots its head towards you while letting out a guttural, rage-filled howl, flinging paralytic saliva onto the ground in the process. Now, attempting to get revenge for being humiliated, the Gendrome is going to attempt to kick at you, followed up with a bite attack. With a 19 and a 10, only the kick will make contact. The Gendrome rears back and sends its giant claw directly into your stomach, almost knocking the wind out of you, dealing 4 slashing damage in the process.
You'll have to try harder than that if you want to kill me. I've already survived 2 assassination attempts in the past week alone.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I thought I was going to fucking die for real.
Dang, I'm sorry to hear that, Donald.
Yeah, it'll be all right, bud.
Wow, that's pretty fucked up. But yeah, let's just move on. As you are all in sync with one another, dishing out countless attacks, I'm going to need each of you to make a perception check.
Oh shit, this can't be any good. I rolled a 14 on mine.
Man, this is nerve-wracking, Ben. You know that? Oh, never mind, Yippee. I rolled a natural 20.
You continue to impress me, Jiden, although my roll will end up being higher. Fuck, I rolled a 10.
All right, pretty good rolls across the board, well, most of you anyway.
Fuck off, Ben.
You all begin to notice the faint sound of little yaps and barks coming from several different directions. The sound quickly begins to get louder and louder before 4 more Genprey drop down from the rocky cliffs above. They quickly begin to cut your party off from their leader, quickly forming a line of defense to ensure the Gendrome's safety. As all of the Genprey come to its aid, it begins to slowly back off and watch from a distance, confidently barking commands to its underlings.
Wow, what a coward.
You disgust me, you ugly-ass lizard.
Oh, guys, this is starting to look a lot worse. What do we do?
What do? We kill all of these bastards, that's what we do.
Jeez, and I thought that this path was supposed to be clear of monsters.
Well, you thought wrong, you doofus. We're still a good way out from the mining site. This is pure wilderness out here.
Don't call me a doofus ever again. But fine. I don't think these Genprey will let us run away unscathed. So it seems like fighting is the only way through.
Because of the arrival of 4 more Genprey, the initiative order is going to switch up a bit. Now all 4 Genprey will move first, followed by Jiden, Barama, and then Tromp, with the Gendrome moving last.
Oh shit, we're about to get bum rushed, aren't we?
Well, let's find out, shall we? From a distance, the Gendrome begins barking orders towards the Genprey. They begin hopping around excitedly as they take turns leaving the line of defense to make quick bite attacks towards your party. The first Genprey runs up to you, Jiden. With a 21 to hit, the Genprey burrows its fangs into your arm and begins spreading venom into you, dealing 7 piercing damage.
Dang it, I rolled a 7 on my con save. I'm down again.
Unfortunately, you are indeed paralyzed once more. You can feel your limbs begin to shut down as the venom manages to fully stall all of your motor functions, once again, falling to the floor.
Oh man, this floor is rather comfy. I think I'm going to take a nap while I wait for the paralysis to wear off.
God damn it, Jiden, pull yourself together. You can't be falling asleep in the middle of combat. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, man, but this floor is kind of...
Holy shit, he's actually asleep. This just keeps getting worse.
Well, don't jinx yourself now. All right, now the second Genprey is going to attempt to bite you as well, Barama. With a 10 to hit, you narrowly avoid getting injected with the Genprey's nasty toxin.
Oh, thank God.
And finally, the last 2 Genprey are going to gang up on you, Tromp, attempting to send you to the floor just as they did to Jiden earlier. With a 19 and a 17, only the first Genprey manages to find an opening in your sturdy spikes, dealing a measly 1 piercing damage.
Wow, pathetic. Are these things even trying to kill us? And I rolled an 11 on my con save, so you won't be getting me today, you sneaky fucker.
Good work, Tromp. Now it is finally your party's turn to fight back. Now, go ahead and re-roll that Constitution save for me, Joe. Joe?
Joe, wake the hell up.
Huh? Oh, sorry. What's going on again?
Jesus, Joe. Roll that Constitution save again to see if you can get back up.
Oh, I gotcha. Uh-oh, I rolled a 5 on that one.
Sorry, Joe, but it looks like you'll be staying down for a while longer.
Ah, phooey. Alrighty, I'm going back to sleep.
I swear to God, if you fall back asleep, I'm going to cleave your character in half.
Okay, G's fine. I'll stay up.
All right, Barama, you're up next.
All right. Since they are all grouped up, I'm going to cast Ice Knife at the second level towards the Genprey in the middle. With a 21 to hit, I channel cold energy into the form of a chilling dagger and fling it towards the third Genprey. On initial contact, my frozen knife deals 7 piercing damage. Then it explodes into several tiny pieces of shrapnel. Each of the Genprey will need to pass a dexterity saving throw, or they will each take 2d6 cold damage.
All right, let's see if these little guys can dodge your attack. Wow, pretty good luck, Barama. Only 1 Genprey manages to dodge the explosion of ice. Now go ahead and roll for damage.
I knew this spell would come in handy one day. Okay, not the best, but it's whatever. 3 of those Genprey will take 8 cold damage.
Nice thinking, Barama. I think now's the perfect time to show off my ultimate attack. By sacrificing my extra AC, I can perform my ultimate badass attack, Purgation's Fusillade. All right, Ben, each of those little bastards are going to need to make a dexterity saving throw of 15 to be spared from the true power of my ability.
Oh shit, this sounds like it's about to get wild. All right then, only 1 Genprey is able to dodge this attack.
Nah, my friend, even if they pass this check, it's still going to receive damage. There is no escaping the mighty Tromp.
Oh, brutal. Well, go ahead and roll for damage then, Donald.
Don't mind if I do. I lift my head up high into the air and let out a blood-chilling roar before flexing all of my sexy muscles, causing each of my steel-like spikes to launch themselves directly toward the crowd of smelly lizards. As the Genprey take on my relentless barrage of spikes, each of these sorry little fuckers are going to take 14 piercing damage, and the one who quote-unquote dodged my attack will take 7 piercing damage.
That seems like kind of a busted ability, Donald. I don't think you balanced this subclass out very well.
Nonsense, Ben. I believe that trading out my extra AC for 1 big attack is balanced as fuck. Besides, I can only use this move twice thanks to one of my abilities to regain my steel spikes once per day.
Fine, I'll let you keep your abilities. Just let me know what you plan on giving yourself in the future so I can look over it.
Fine, whatever. Now let's get back to the game already.
Yeah, you're right. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Gendrome continues to watch from a distance, slowly recovering from its injuries, skipping its turn.
Damn it, we need to get past this Genprey already. I'm getting sick of looking at them.
You said it, buddy. But for now, focus up. We're about to get attacked by all 4 of them again.
After being subjected to 2 different multi-hit attacks, the Gendrome begins barking commands once again. The Genprey begin to break away from their injured leader and begin circling your group while hopping around as if they were dancing. As they move in this hypnotic circular pattern, they take turns leaving the formation to lash out towards each of you. 1 Genprey attempts to sneak in a claw attack on now paralyzed Jiden. With a 14 to hit, the monster manages to slash at Jaiden's leg, dealing an automatic critical hit. The Genprey deals a devastating 8 piercing damage, sending Jaiden into a cold, painful dream.
Uh-oh, guys, please help me.
How dare you, you son of a bitch.
Damn it, we need to heal Jaiden as fast as we can. I'll try to do that whenever I get an opening. You just try to keep them busy.
Yeah, will do. Damn, these guys are really starting to piss me off.
As the Genprey joins back into the hunting circle, another one immediately jumps out of the circle and tries to whip its long tail at you, Tromp. With a 6 to hit, the Genprey fumbles the blow and awkwardly scurries back into the circle, chirping a sound of frustration in the process. Like clockwork, another Genprey exits the circle just as the last one joins it. Raising its claws in the air as it dashes towards you, Barama, with a 17 to hit, the monster successfully rakes its claws across your torso before hopping back into the circle, dealing 8 slashing damage. Finally, the last Genprey is going to dash out of the formation towards Jaiden, attempting to get a taste of his flesh. With a 14 to hit, the Genprey quickly sinks its fangs into Jaiden's unresponsive body, savoring the taste of human blood in the process, causing you to automatically lose 1 death saving throw.
Ouchies. Guys, make them stop already.
We're trying, buddy. Just hold on for a second longer.
As the last Genprey finishes its attack, they continue to bombard you with their confusing hunting tactics, jumping around sporadically in a circular pattern while barking and chirping. All while the injured leader watches from a safe distance. Okay, Joe, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Oh boy, here goes nothing. Oh, yippee. I rolled a natural 20 on that one.
Wow, good job, Jaiden. As you lay on the hard, gritty floor of the desert, blinking in and out of consciousness, you miraculously feel your body slowly becoming responsive once more. It feels like a crushing force has finally released you from its painful grip as you start to breathe once more. You muster the strength to stand, but you're still severely injured.
Oh, wowza, I'm back up again, guys.
Good shit, Jaiden. All right, open wide, buddy. I'm gonna pour a health potion into your mouth.
Well, that seems a little extra, don't you think, Barama? I can just use a potion on my next turn.
No, Jaiden, if you wait until your next turn, then these slimy little monsters are just going to team up on you and take another bite out of your ass.
Dang, all right, fine. I guess this can count as a bonding moment between us or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Think of it however you want, buddy. Now open wide. This will heal you back up to 7 health points.
As Barama pours the potion into your mouth, Jaiden, you can feel most of your injuries and pain fade away.
Oh man, I feel so much better. I mean, it still hurts in a lot of places, but considering the position I was in earlier, this feels amazing.
Yeah, don't mention it, buddy. Since I force-fed Jaiden a potion, will that count as my main action?
Yeah, I'll say that administering that potion to Jaiden would have taken as much time as a main action.
Ah, damn. Oh well. At least he's back up again.
Don't worry, Barama. I'm going to take at least one of these shitheads out this turn. It'll be pretty difficult to attack them head-on due to their stupid movement patterns, but I have an idea. I'm going to swing my sword horizontally, hopefully removing one of their dumb-looking heads from their goofy-ass body.
All right. We'll say that since they are moving in a way that's hard to keep track of, you'll need to roll at least a 13 in order to hit a random Genprey.
This will be a piece of cake for a unit like me. Hell yeah. I rolled a 14 on that one, Ben, letting me deal 13 slashing damage.
Nice one, Tromp. As you swing your greatsword into the crowd of Genprey, one of the monsters fails to see the greatsword coming, resulting in the Genprey running directly into your strike, allowing you to cut through the Genprey's neck like butter, sending its head flying over in the direction of the leader.
Yeah, you see that, coward? That's going to be you whenever we get finished with your pawns here.
The Gendrome howls in anger upon seeing its lackey get decapitated. It begins barking orders once more. The Genprey break out of the circle formation and begin cutting off your party from each other. As the monsters create enough distance between the three of you, the Gendrome finally enters the fight once more, intending on taking each of you out one at a time. It decides to take on Tromp once more as it leaps into the air, attempting to pin you back down to the ground, Tromp.
I won't fall for the same trick twice, you fucker. I rolled a dirty 20 on my strength save.
Nice going, Tromp. Unfortunately, even though you passed the check, you will still take half damage from this attack as the monster manages to shove you out of the way as it just barely misses the mark, resulting in 3 bludgeoning damage.
What the hell kind of broken ability is that? I passed the roll and still got hit.
Well, actually, never mind. Let's just get back to the game. Now that every Genprey has successfully isolated you from one another, the one near Jaiden is going to attempt to claw at you.
Oh man, give me a break already.
Well, it seems that your break has been granted, Joe, as the monster managed to roll a 1 on the attack, allowing you to easily move out of the way from the Genprey's wicked claws.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now the Genprey near Barama is going to attempt to paralyze you once more. With a 22 to hit, the Genprey sinks its fangs into your leg, overflowing your insides with its nasty venom, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Oh shit, I'm getting pretty low on HP here. But luckily I rolled a 15 on my con save, so I won't be getting paralyzed today.
Nice one, Barama. The last Genprey near Tromp is going to keep up the pressure, trying to force an opening for the Gendrome to score some clean hits in. It attempts to paralyze you as well. With a 7 to hit, the monster sinks its fangs into your impenetrable spikes, causing the creature to yelp from the unexpected pain. Now, it's your turn to do some damage.
Oh, finally. I'm getting tired of getting pushed around by these guys. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to drink another potion, restoring a total of 6 health points. Next, I'm going to swing my hunting horn onto this little stinker in front of me. Ah, phooey, I rolled a natural one on that.
Ah, unfortunate Jiden. With a natural one, you managed to completely whiff your attack.
Damn, that's rough, buddy. Anyway, as for my action, I'm going to make 2 shots towards the Genprey, blocking me off from everyone else. With a dirty 20 and a 14, both of my shots make contact with the monster, dealing a total of 8 piercing damage.
Nice one, Barama. One more hit and this monster will go down.
Oh, sweet. Well, I look forward to seeing you next turn, little guy.
All right, Tromp, it is now your turn. What will you do?
Isn't that one obvious, my friend? I'm going to get rid of this minor hindrance near me with a devastating slash with my great sword. With a 25 to hit, I swing my great sword down towards the earth, bringing it down onto the Genprey's back, dealing 14 slashing damage.
As you bring down your greatsword onto the small Genprey, the Gendrome seizes this opportunity to try to slam its weight into you. With a 16 to hit, the Gendrome charges forwards, crashing directly into your side, causing you to catch a couple of seconds of airtime before you slam back onto the ground, dealing a total of 5 bludgeoning damage.
How dare you blindside me like that, you sneaky prick?
All right, we are now entering round 11. Damn, this is quite a long battle sequence, huh? Which also reminds me, now that a minute has passed since combat started, Tromp, you can feel your overwhelming bloodlust slowly dissipate, along with most of your beastly features, as you slowly shift back into your normal form.
Damn, I didn't really think that this would happen anytime soon, but here we are.
Yeah, I feel like we've been fighting for our lives for the past 2 hours.
Well, do try to wrap up things quickly, yeah?
Well, we would have been done by now if you didn't throw 4 more Genprey at us like an asshole.
Ha! What can I say? I doubt that the people at home will complain about an extra long video, so maybe I'll throw 3 more at you.
Dear God, please don't do that.
Ah, I'm just messing with you guys. Anyway, now the Genprey near Jiden will attempt to bite at you once more. With a 19 to hit, the monster bites down onto your arm, dealing 5 piercing damage.
Oh man, please don't let me get paralyzed again. Oh, thank goodness. I rolled a 21 on that save, Ben.
Nice one, Jiden. You were able to overcome the Genprey's venom once again, seemingly building up an immunity to it due to how many times your body was subjected to it previously.
Dang, you don't have to rub it in my face like that. Getting paralyzed continuously is a traumatizing experience.
Yeah, my bad, Joe. Now, the Genprey close to Barama is going to whip its tail at you. With a 10 to hit, you are able to backstep away before getting whipped by the Genprey's long, thin tail. Finally, the last Genprey is once again going to try to paralyze you, Tromp. With a 5 to hit, the monster once again bites down on your sharp spikes, howling in pain once more.
Did you not learn your lesson, little buddy? You can't bite me or hurt me for that matter, so just lay down your life already and be slain by the terrifying Tromp.
Yeah, you tell him, Tromp. I'll go ahead and finish off this bugger near me and join up with you soon enough. Okay, Ben, I'm going to try to whack this monster on the noggin with my hunting horn. Oh, booyah. I rolled a natural 20. You're going down now, little buddy. That's going to do 11 bludgeoning damage. And as for my bonus action, I'm going to store all available notes into my hunting horn once again.
Great work, Jiden. You were able to finish off that Genprey. Would you like to describe the kill?
Oh, would I? I hold my hunting horn high into the air before slamming it back down near the Genprey's face, unleashing a horrible cacophony of painful frequencies directly into its eardrums, causing the monster's eardrums to rupture, killing it instantly.
Wow, Jiden. I didn't know that you got down like that. Good shit, my friend.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting something like that from you.
Hey, these guys have been really mean to me so far, so I think that it deserved the harsh treatment.
I get how you feel, Jiden. All right, now that it's my turn, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the Genprey close to me. With an 11 to hit, I hold out my hand and begin channeling a ray of cold energy directly towards the monster, freezing it from the inside, killing it instantly.
Nice one, Barama. Now only one more Genprey remains along with the leader itself.
And finally see the end of the fight coming up soon. All right, Tromp, we'll be over there as quickly as we can.
Take your time, gentlemen. I'm not in any rush here. I can solo these little fuckers even without my rage capabilities. Okay, Ben, it's time to send this little shit to meet his maker. With a dirty 20 and 13 slashing damage, I raise my great sword one more time before sending it crashing down onto the gen prey, resulting in a clean cut all the way through its stupid-looking middle section.
Great work, everyone. Now it's just your party and the Gendrome once again. Realizing that the Gendrome was left by itself, it howls in anger before charging towards you, Tromp, dead set on taking you out before it's inevitably killed by your team. The Gendrome attempts to slash you with both of its sharp claws. With a 19 and 15 to hit, the Gendrome burrows its wicked claws deep into your torso, dealing a total of 10 piercing damage.
Wow, you almost got me, but you're going to have to try a little harder than that.
All right, we are now entering what could be the final round of combat. You're up, Jiden.
Oh, goody. I'm going to swing my hunting horn once again. Will an 11 hit Ben?
Nope, sadly it won't, Jiden. You need to roll at least a 14 to harm this monster.
Oh, phooey.
Don't worry, Jiden. I'll be sure to get some damage in for you. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the first level towards the Gendrome, dealing a total of 12 damage.
As you fire 3 bolts of mystical energy at the monster, it reels back in pain before delivering a rage-filled howl in your direction. All right, guys, the monster is looking really rough now. You might be able to finish off on this turn, Tromp.
Shit, say less. I'm going to end this fight with my trusty great sword as usual. With a 23 to hit, I whirl my great sword over my head before sending it crashing down onto the Gendrome, dealing 12 slashing damage.
Great work, everyone. You were finally able to put this monster down. Go ahead and do the honors, Tromp.
Fuck yeah. I raise my head into the air, letting out a scream of triumph and victory before I spin my great sword around my torso, slowly building up speed. Once I reach maximum velocity, I let go of my greatsword, sending it flying directly into the Gendrome's chest, going straight through to the other side.
We're finally free.
Man, I'm so glad that encounter is over with. It was starting to drive me insane.
Well, at least we survived, and now we get a shit ton of carbs.
Is carving the only thing you think about, Tromp? I swear there's something wrong with you.
Well, excuse me for wanting to get as many materials as I can. Don't blame me when you're missing one specific gen prey item in the future and you don't have it.
I don't think that will ever happen, but whatever. Let's get these carves out of the way and continue making progress. I don't want to encounter anything else until we get to the mining site.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We aren't in the best shape right now, so we should make sure to rest up before exploring the mining site.
We'll worry about resting up after we get these carves. All right, Ben. I'm going to start carving.
All right, then, let's try to speed this process up a bit. I'll need everyone to make 7 survival checks to see if you can carve everything here. You'll need to beat a carve DC of 10 for the 6 gen prey and an 11 for the Gendrome.
Damn, we sure took a chunk out of the gen prey population today, didn't we?
We sure did, although it is a little unfortunate. All they wanted to do was find food, but all they found was death instead.
Well, that's what they get for mistaking us as food. Now, come on, gentlemen, let's get these free items already. All right, with everything I rolled, I can get a total of 5 carves.
For me, I can get a total of 4 carves.
Ah, dang, same here, Ben. I can only get 4 carves.
Okay, each of you will be able to carve the Gendrome and a handful of gen prey. Now go ahead and roll your respective amount of D20s to find out what you were able to obtain.
Come on, give me something good. I rolled a 12, 2 10s, a 19, and a 15.
Tromp, you were able to carve out 3 pieces of the gen prey's yellow and green hide, a small monster bone, and a large piece of striped Gendrome hide.
Well, damn, I could make a whole-ass fancy suit with all of the hide I got.
Ooh, I want a fancy suit. I'm going next. I rolled a 16, a 19, an 11, and a 14. Do I also get a nice suit?
You're not going to carve out an entire suit, Jiden. Anyway, you will receive a piece of gen prey hide, as well as 2 gen prey scales. And from the Gendrome, you were able to carve out a piece of Gendrome hide.
Oh man, well maybe I can at least make a cool hat or something.
Yeah, maybe Jiden. All right, as for me, I rolled a 13, a 15, and 2 6s.
And finally, Barama, you were able to carve 3 different pieces from the gen prey. You received 1 gen prey hide, 1 scale, and 1 gen prey fang. And you received a Gendrome tail from the leader itself.
Well, I can't lie. It does feel good to hoard up on materials like that. You might be onto something, Tromp. Although I'm still not sure what these items are used for.
Just keep holding on to them, Barama. Every item will have a use at some point in time.
I'm pretty sure that's just a hoarder's mentality, but sure, I'll go along with it.
All right, guys. I think we should keep moving now that we're all finished up here. I don't want to get ambushed by anything else today.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I think we're almost out of this ravine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long before we clear this ravine and arrive at the mining site. It should take another 2 hours at most.
Oh man, that's so far away. I can't wait to take a break. It feels like my body's about to give out.
No, I think that's the old age finally catching up with you, Joe. Let's keep moving, guys. We're burning daylight here.
As your party finishes up a long, drawn-out battle, you all examine the carnage that occurred here mere moments ago. Heavily injured and exhausted, you all continue your trek through the arid canyon. You spend the next hour in awkward silence, anxiously listening for any sneaky predators waiting to get the drop on you. However, the only sounds that break the silence are the sounds of chirping and skittering from small endemic life just out of sight. As you finally find the exit to the ravine, you are greeted by the endless expanse of sand once more. Luckily, it seems that the sun has begun to set, allowing your party to traverse the sandy wastelands without the threat of succumbing to heat stroke. As you continue through the desert, the ever-radiant sun slowly begins to disappear behind the peaks of sand in the distance. In its place, the glistening moon brings in a sheet of darkness across the clouds, revealing the star-filled sky above. As you trek under the night sky, you stumble across a small abandoned outpost consisting of crude wooden shacks all huddled near a large, mostly empty tool rack holding a couple of pickaxes that were seemingly left behind.
Well, we finally made it, gentlemen. It only took all day, but at least we're finally here.
Yeah, no kidding. I feel like my legs are about to explode. Say, do you think this is a good spot to take a short rest?
Let's take a look around first and make sure that this place is safe. There's still an aggressive monster around here somewhere.
I don't think we'll be interrupted by this cowardly monster. My theory is that this monster took up some spot near the center of the site itself. Remember what Gowan said?
Oh yeah, you're right. If I remember correctly, he said he was lucky that his men weren't followed back to their campsite.
Well, that brings up the question, where is everyone at? I don't see anyone around here at all.
I'm not surprised that you wouldn't remember either, Jiden. Gowan literally told us that he talked to his men directly, which means that they all went back to the safety of Valhabar when they realized that this monster took over the site.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that. Whoopsies.
All right, let's take a look around the area to see what we can find. After that, we'll head into one of these shacks and take a short rest.
All right, sounds good. Would you each like to make a perception check to see what you can all find?
Yeah, I'll go first. I rolled a 12 on mine.
All right, I guess it wouldn't hurt to take a look. I rolled an 18 on mine.
Oh man, I would love to find a candy bar right about now. Ooh boy, I rolled a natural 20. I have to get a chocolate bar now.
Sorry, Joe, but even if there was a chocolate bar around here, it would definitely have melted by now.
Oh man, why do you always have to ruin my fun?
Sorry, man, but I'm pretty sure that's how heat works when it comes to chocolate. Anyway, you all split up and begin searching the derelict camp previously used by the miners who were stationed here not too long ago. Tromp, with a roll of 18, you were able to spot a small pouch placed on top of a small wooden barrel, camouflaged in darkness. As you grab the pouch, you can hear the satisfying sound of ore rubbing against each other inside. Upon emptying the pouch into your hand, you see 2 small clusters of earth crystal. Each one radiates a faint jade-green glow as you move it around between your fingers.
Oh, nice. One step closer to upgrading this bad boy.
Barama, with a roll of 12, you find a small crate that was left wide open. Upon reaching inside, you find 3 small, extremely durable spherical objects. As you examine them, you notice a small, faint blue glow emanating from the sphere's core.
Oh, sweet. I think I just found some armor spheres. Man, it's going to be nice to have a more durable robe than the one I'm wearing.
Oh, come on, what about me? What did I find?
Relax, Joe, I was just getting to you. With a natural 20, you wander into one of the derelict shacks and find a small red pouch containing a fine, light green substance known as life powder.
Oh man, is that it? I was hoping for something tasty.
What do you mean? You just found a pouch of life powder which can heal all of your allies for 2d6 healing.
Hey, I was kind of expecting something better.
All right, fine. Upon closer inspection, you spot a perfectly solid, untouched chocolate bar lying on one of the crude beds.
Thank you so much, Ben. This is just what I needed.
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
All right, I think we've seen everything around here, and it seems to be safe. Let's head into one of these shacks and rest up for a bit.
After you finish scoping the campsite out, you all enter one of the dilapidated shacks and find 3 bare-looking beds covered with a thin white sheet.
Oh man, those beds are looking like heaven after what we've been through. You know what? How about we take a long rest instead? I think it might be a good idea to fully rest up and find this monster in the morning.
I don't know, Jiden. It seems like a very risky move, but I see where you're coming from. If we were to leave out in the morning, then we would have a much better chance at actually spotting this monster. Considering that a large group of miners weren't able to see it in broad daylight, I don't think that we would stand a chance in this darkness.
Good point, Barama. Normally I would want to get this bullshit over with as soon as possible, but even I know trying to fight this thing would be suicide at nighttime.
Wow, I certainly wasn't expecting that response from Trump, but I'm glad that we're all in agreement on this.
Oh man, I really thought that you guys were going to shut me down or something. I'm so happy that wasn't the case.
Well, sometimes you can have some pretty decent ideas in that noggin of yours, Jiden. All right, Ben, we're all going to sleep in these uncomfortable-ass beds until morning, so we can be fully rested up before getting into any more fights.
Alrighty, sounds good, guys. As you all lie down in the beds, it takes you a while to find a comfortable position to sleep in due to the poor quality of the laughably thin mattresses. As you look up at the ceiling and around the walls, you can see faint beams of moonlight seeping in through the large gaps in the roof. As you try to sleep, you can hear the sounds of various endemic life squeaking and chattering as they roam the desert under the enveloping dark blanket of the night. Miraculously, you all manage to fall asleep in the abandoned campsite, only awakened by the somber chirps of morning songbirds and the bright, hostile light of the sun beaming through the gaps of the walls. As your party slowly begins to wake up, you all feel well rested, and you can't seem to feel any of the injuries you sustained the day prior. However, as you all feel lightened by the relief of a long night's rest, you realize that it wasn't just the rest that made you feel lighter. It was the absence of all of your items and equipment.
Wait, what the fuck? Where's all of my shit? Oh my God. Where is my fucking great sword?
Oh God, no. My chocolate bar is gone too. Why is the world such a cruel place?
God damn it, they took my spell book too. I think someone robbed us while we were sleeping.
You think? Because I'm struggling to understand how else my greatsword could just randomly go missing.
Now's not the time for sarcasm, Trump. We just need to think here for a moment.
All I'm thinking about right now is how I'm going to bash the brains out of whoever stole my damn sword.
I can only think about how that chocolate could have tasted. Oh, the regret is killing me.
Come on, guys, we need to focus. I don't think it would be a bad thing to assume that whoever these people are necessarily dangerous, considering that they could have easily killed us in our sleep.
Oh man, that's a terrifying thought. I'm glad that they didn't do that at least.
Yeah, me too, Jiden. Now, I think that we should take another look around outside and see if we can find any footprints. If we're lucky, these thieves will have laid a path back to their camp for us.
Okay, let's quickly take a look around the place. I can't handle being without my precious greatsword for too long.
I think you're too attached to that thing, Trump. But who am I to judge?
Well, at least I'm not crying about a damn chocolate bar.
Hey, you two leave me out of this. I'm already having a hard time.
All right, I'll stop you guys there before an argument can break out. I'm going to need one of you to make a perception check to see if you can find the thief's footprints.
I think I have the highest perception, so I'll go ahead and try. Okie dokie, I rolled a 14 on that.
All right, that will be just high enough to spot something. As you scan the ground around the campsite, your eyes pick up several distinguished footprints leading towards the shack you slept in. Upon closer inspection, the footprints look to be a lot more similar to paw print-like tracks rather than human footprints. As you follow the paw prints away from the shack, you can see a long trail in the distant west.
Holy moly. I think we were robbed by cats.
Damn, I knew I couldn't trust those filthy cave dwellers. I'll make sure to send these sorry sons of bitches to Springfield when I find them.
All right, let's not go too far here, Donald. I think we should follow this trail and try speaking with them. Who knows, maybe they'll just give us our stuff back if we confront them.
That's just wishful thinking, Barama. If there's something I learned about cats, it's that if you give a cat a cookie, it's going to want a glass of milk.
You almost got it, Joe, but I'm pretty sure it was a mouse, not a cat.
Oh, really? Well, my point still stands. What I'm trying to say is that I know that these little guys are going to ask for something in return.
Well, let's just hope that you're wrong for our own sake. All right, everyone. Let's start following this trail and see where it leads us. Just remember to be careful, since we have nothing to defend ourselves with.
I could never forget Barama. But yeah, let's get off of our asses already and beat the hell out of some cats.
All right, Alinity, calm down there.
Wow, low blow, Barack. Anyway, hoping to take back what was stolen from you, your group follows the paw prints leading westward. As you continue on, the morning sun seems to spare you on your search as the hottest time of day has yet to begin. Finally, after an hour of following the tracks, they suddenly stop in the middle of nowhere.
Oh man, the trail just stopped all of a sudden. What are we supposed to follow now?
Hold on a second, Jiden. Let's take a look around the place. We might be closer to their hideout than we think.
What could you be referring to? There's literally nothing in sight. Just sand and even more sand.
Well, it couldn't hurt to look around here for a little bit. Hey, Ben, can I go ahead and roll a perception check to see if I can find any clues or anything?
Yeah, sure, man.
Ah, dang, I rolled a 7, guys. We're never gonna find these little buggers.
Unfortunately, that wasn't high enough to spot anything out of the ordinary.
Damn, where could these bastards be?
Wait a minute, guys. Have we considered the possibility that they could be below us?
I doubt it, Barama. How could they be living in the sand? They're just a bunch of stupid cave-dwelling furballs.
Suddenly, you hear a muffled voice yell out.
Hey, you better watch your mouth up there.
Wait, what the hell was that?
A trapdoor springs open right in front of where the paw print suddenly stopped, and a small, black, cat-like creature wearing green cloth reveals itself to your party.
I should have known that it was a Melinx. They're always up to no good.
What right do you have to call us cave-dwelling furballs, you scaly freak?
It's called the First Amendment dipshit. Now give us all of our shit back or we're gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah? Well, to do that, you'll have to come down here and catch me.
After revealing itself to you, it gives out a quick taunt before it dives back down into the hatch.
Get back here, you little prick. Ben, I'm gonna chase after it.
No, wait, Trump. That's 100% gonna be a trap.
Yeah, that's not very smart, Donald.
I don't give a damn. There could be a whole-ass Jen Moran down there, and I still wouldn't hesitate for a second to chase this bastard down. I'm going in there, Ben.
Damn it, Trump. All right, Jiden, let's follow this idiot.
Oh man, I can't believe we're about to get murdered by cats.
As you fruitlessly try to convince Tromp to calm down, you all jump down into the hatch. As you land, you notice that you stumbled into a hidden Melinx hideout. Several dozens of Melinx watch as you descend from the hatch in awe. You are then quickly greeted by 5 Melinx who are each holding a small club resembling a cat's paw. They quickly surround you and force you to your knees as the Melinx you met outside watches from a distance, sitting on a wooden crate with a cocky smile on its face.
Damn it, Trump. I told you that this was a trap.
Okay, and your point? I knew this would be a trap. It's the most obvious setup imaginable. But this is the only way I can get my sweet baby back.
Oh God, please don't kill us. I just wanted my chocolate bar back.
What is a chocolate bar? Were you referring to that sweet dark bar that was in your pouch?
The Melinx smirks as he tosses an empty, crumbled-up chocolate bar wrapper near you.
No, how could you do such a thing?
What can I say? It was rather delicious. I've never had anything quite like it.
That's it. I can't go on any longer.
Lock the fuck in, Jiden. I swear we'll find more chocolate for you someday. But for now, we just need to figure out how to get out of this. Hey, Furball. What's stopping me from going into a rage and killing all of you right now?
Well,
The Melinx lets out a sly chuckle before nodding towards another Melinx.
I just think that you would have a pretty tough time taking on my friend here.
Seemingly out of nowhere, a massive Melinx wearing an eye patch and a scornful look in his last eye appears from the crowd, wielding your great sword, Tromp.
Holy shit, that cat is ripped.
Oh my, please don't do anything rash, Trump. There's no way we can take on a whole Melinx village without any of our gear.
Damn it. All right, fine. I think our only option left is to try to negotiate with them, and there's no way in hell that I'm going to swallow my pride long enough to negotiate with these filthy thieves.
The Melinx overhears your insults and enters into a rage.
First you call us cave dwellers, and now you call us filthy thieves? You have no idea what we have to do to get food or anything for that matter down here, and yet you just continue to label us as thieves and insult us.
Well, maybe if you didn't rob from people who work for their earnings, then I would be a little more forgiving. But the way I see it, you just continue to take what people rightly earned for yourselves.
The Melinx begins to look visibly angry at your constant rude remarks.
That's it, I've had it with you 3. Fluffles, execute them.
As you watch this gargantuan feline walk up to your group, you feel a particular sense of dread, as if there is nothing to be done to help you. As Fluffles gets into a position to behead all 3 of you at once with Tromp's greatsword, he's just about to swing the sword as the Melinx who ordered for your execution yells something out loud.
And halt!
The giant Melinx stops just before severing your head, Barama, and slams the greatsword into the ground, leaving it sticking into the floor as he walks back to the corner of the room.
Holy fuck, I was actually about to get beheaded by a cat.
I knew it. All bark and no bite.
Jesus Christ, Trump, shut the hell up for 1 second and stop trying to get us killed. Let me and Jiden take over.
All right, fine. I'm running out of things to say anyway.
Listen, I tend to get angry pretty quickly and can get carried away pretty easily. Let's try starting over.
The Melinx waves his paw in the air, and suddenly the Melinx that were stopping you drops their weapons and quickly walks back to the main crowd of Melinx that continue to stare at you.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so scared for a minute there.
Now I will be willing to give you back all of your things. Well, almost all of them.
He looks over at the crumbled up wrapper on the ground before continuing.
All you need to do is help us with our little problem.
And what is this little problem?
Well, you see, around a year ago,
Oh, damn it, he's about to lure dump on us.
Zip it.
we used to live above ground right next to the Oasis not too far from here. And thanks to that Oasis, we were able to scavenge for our own food and materials, not like your average Melinx, mind you. We had a great life living out near the cool body of water. We always had a stunning view and plentiful amounts of food that we could hunt. It even had the most cozy cave that you'll ever see right next to the water. However, a tribe of Shakalaka randomly sprung up on us and began attacking us. They outmatched us in strength and in numbers, so we had no choice but to flee.
Well, sorry to interrupt, but I think that the big guy over there could have easily handled that situation.
No, he couldn't. I've known Fluffles all of my life, and he's never hurt a fly. He might look intimidating, but that's just how he looks.
But he was just about to take our heads off a moment ago.
The Melinx bursts into laughter.
Oh, sorry. That was just a sick joke on my part. Man, you should have seen the look on your faces when you thought you were actually going to die.
Okay, that's a pretty good one right there.
Yeah, no, that wasn't funny at all, dude. That was a fucked up joke.
Yeah, no kidding. I almost wet myself because of that.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, where was I?
You were explaining your tragic backstory.
Oh, yes. After we abandoned our oasis, we found this old building sunken in the sand. So we decided to call this little shack our home, since we were cut off from the abundant resources that the oasis provided. The only way we could all survive was by stealing rations from those miners as they slept. But ever since they left a couple of nights ago, we couldn't find anyone to steal from, until you guys came along. So we had no choice but to rob you as well.
I think I can understand now. And I think I'm only going to do this once and never again. I apologize for calling you and your family a bunch of filthy cave-dwelling thieves.
I accept your apology, although you didn't have to repeat what you said.
So you're saying that if we help you take out these Shakalakas, you'll be able to move back into the Oasis and stop stealing?
Most certainly so. So, are you guys in or what? You have to say yes, or you aren't getting your stuff back.
Well, yeah, I guess we are then.
Yeah, I certainly feel inclined to do so now for some reason.
All right, fine. We'll help you only if you give us our stuff back first. And Fluffles, be more careful with my greatsword. I don't like it when other men start grabbing it right in front of me.
The once intimidating cat looks away in shame and tiptoes away in the corner, feeling awful for disrespecting your weapon.
It's okay, big guy. Just don't do it again.
Okay, it's a deal then. Gary, Larry, go grab their things.
Appearing out of the crowd are two rather clumsy Melinx who rush to grab all of your equipment for you, almost constantly tripping over themselves. Once they deliver everything back to you, they shift their focus on the massive sword sticking into the floor and begin struggling to pull it out.
Hold on, back up, little guys. Let me show you how it's done. Ben, I'm going to use one hand to pull my greatsword out of the floor and whirl it onto my back like a true badass.
All right, since you want to show off so badly, go ahead and roll a strength check of at least 15 to successfully pull this trick off.
Ha! Light work for a fellow like me. Holy shit, I rolled a 14. Joe, please help a brother out and cast bardic inspiration on me.
Are you sure we should be wasting our skills just so you can show off?
Yes, for the love of God, please do it.
Wow. I think this is even more humiliating than just accepting the loss.
Shut up, Barack.
All right, fine. I'll go ahead and cast Bardic Inspiration as sneakily as possible so all of the Melinx don't notice Trump's giant failure.
Oh, man. All right, then go ahead and roll a stealth check, Joe.
All right, let's see what happens. Dang. You're lucky to have someone like me on your team, Trump, because this guy just rolled a natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah. I never thought that Joe would end up being my savior.
Nice one, Joe. You were able to successfully cast Bardic Inspiration onto Trump without any of the Melinx noticing.
There you go, my friend.
I appreciate it, my friend. Holy fuck, I rolled a 1. I just barely passed that check.
Trump, as you grasp your great sword with one hand, you pull as hard as you can to rip the sword out of the ground. However, it takes you a couple of seconds to awkwardly shuffle your hand around the blade. As you pull with all of your might, you finally retrieve the sword, almost losing your balance in the process.
See? And that's how it's done, my friends.
Wow, good job, Trump. That was pretty cool.
It's all in the wrist, my friend. It wasn't nothing I couldn't handle.
All right, sure. Keep lying to yourself, Tromp. Anyway, even though we're going to be working together, we still didn't get your name. Mr. Mellink, sir.
Oh, I suppose you're right, Barama. The name's Rapurito. It's a pleasure to be working with you.
What a cute name.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting name, but I guess all of our character names are pretty funny, too. Anyway, Rapurito, how did you already know my name?
I decided to take a look through all of your things when we robbed you, and I came across your IDs in your bags. So there's no need to introduce yourself to me.
Nice, that saves us some time. So what's our game plan here? Are we going to go storm the Oasis and take it back, or what?
Well, in a sense, yes, but it's going to be more strategic than that.
It better not be too strategic, or else I'm going to get confused.
Well, do try and pay attention to what I'm about to say, yeah. As for our plan, we need to discuss our enemy first. Do any of you know how Shakalaka tribes function?
Nope, I can't say that I really care that much either.
Wait, I remember reading up on those critters.
Wait, you actually remember? Well, go ahead and tell us then.
From what I remember, they are some really nasty little guys. They're kind of like the Mellinks and felines that you're used to seeing. But instead of being cute, cuddly little cats, they're these barbaric little green gremlin men who wear weird-looking masks. They love to scream a bunch and flail their weapons at anything that moves. They're maniacs.
Hey, they sound like a bunch of guys I'd hang out with if you ask me.
Trust me, you wouldn't want to hang out with these lunatics. You'll see how they act when we get there. Also, Jiden forgot to mention something pretty important. You see, when there's a large gathering of Shakalakas in one place, then it doesn't hurt to assume that there's also a Shakalaka king somewhere nearby as well.
Oh man, this is getting worse by the second. Shakalaka kings are nothing to laugh at. They are crazy scary.
Are they really that bad? They seem like a bunch of bumbling idiots to me.
Shakalakas may be dumb, but they aren't stupid. There's no way a group of Shakalakas that big in numbers could thrive without a leader. You have to have both brains and brawn to lead that many barbarians.
This is getting more exciting by the second. I can't wait to test my mettle against a dozen tiny, angry barbarians.
You'll get your chance soon enough, Tromp. Now that everyone has a better idea of what these beastmen are capable of, I'm going to go over our plan of attack.
Alrighty, lay it on us.
I think that it's safe to assume that the Shakalaka king stationed himself in our cozy, spacious cave. The best way to lure it out of said cave is by making a shit ton of noise, and we'll do that by charging straight into the battlefield.
I was thinking there would be a bit more strategy involved, Rapurito. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course it is, Barama. Our only chance of winning this war is by taking out the Shakalaka king himself. If we can manage to do that, then there won't be a king to gather up another army of Shakalakas.
So you're telling me that I'm about to become a royal king slayer? Man, this day is really starting to look up for me.
Certainly, Tromp. This will be a day for all of us to remember. Today is the day that we take back our home.
Suddenly, all of the Mellinks begin to cheer when they hear that they'll be able to go back home once again.
All right, everyone, get ready to move out. It's time to make these Shakalaka regret picking a bone with us.
After Rapurito finishes speaking, all of the Mellinks begin to file up outside of the trap door, waiting for Rapurito and your party to meet up with them. Meanwhile, Fluffles stays back in the corner.
Don't worry, my friend, you can stay here for now. I'll come back for you when we take back our home.
Fluffles shyly nods before waving one massive fluffy paw goodbye.
Damn, it's a shame that the big guy refuses to fight. I would have loved to see him in action.
Yeah, I bet he would be a real devastating unit on the battlefield.
Oh well, we have to respect his decisions. It would be awful to force him to fight.
All right, gentlemen, are you ready to be a part of Mellink's history?
Damn right I am, Rapurito.
I'm still just doing this because we have to. We still have a long day ahead of us after this.
Yeah, no kidding. But I'm happy to help these adorable cats in need, even though they ate my chocolate bar.
Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm sure that you're not going to want me to return it now.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Ha! That's what I thought. All right then, let's get a move on.
As you all file out through the small trapdoor, you are greeted with dozens of Mellinks wielding their weapons of choice, paw print clubs. On each of their faces is a look of pride and courage, giving off an inspiring aura that can be felt by everyone in the crowd. They all look upon your party with smiles on their faces, grateful for your aid to their cause. As Rapurito emerges from the trapdoor, he gives one more wave to his friend Fluffles before closing the hatch.
All right, comrades, let us march.
As Rapurito gives his command, the other Mellinks begin to shift into a column formation. Once everyone gets into position, they begin to march in the direction of their lost home. As your party follows closely behind, you see the Kahran Mining Site. the whole reason you're here in the first place. Slowly fade into the distance as you approach a large body of water seemingly stranded in the desert. As the oasis gets closer into view, you can spot several small primitive torches outlining the area, along with several hastily made wooden towers. Suddenly, your eyes begin to pick up small traces of movement, and once you get closer, you can see several dozens of small green humanoid creatures wearing odd masks, gathered around dancing, while flailing around large weathered swords that have been broken off near the hilt. Further back, you see a large concentration of the shakalaka near a spacious cave sat right next to the oasis itself. Once the band of Melinks gets close enough, Ruperto shouts another command and the felines immediately stop in their place, refusing to move a muscle.
All right, now that we're here, I shall give you, my comrades, a speech to ensure our victory. For years, the Oasis has been our home. But ever since those bastards chased us out of there, we were forced to live as lowly thieves. Doesn't that disgust you? Doesn't that make you angry?
The small, determined force of Melinks scream out in confirmation, fueled by adrenaline and ready for battle.
Aye, it makes my blood boil. And we will be branded as thieves no longer. For today, we finally take back what is rightfully ours, from those who stole from us. Now charge, my comrades. For my soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage.
The faction of cats begin to scream out once again before charging out onto the battlefield that was once their peaceful little home. As they approach the battlefield, a bizarre, crude tone begins emanating from one of the camp's large siren-like contraptions carved out of a large monster's large tusks. As this horn blares into the sky, countless swarms of shakalaka appear from seemingly nowhere. Multiple jump out from the tall fronds of the trees close by, and countless invaders begin to burst out from the sand. They begin screaming and flailing their weapons about as they dash to meet your group of warriors. Now roll for initiative, for the hunt has begun.
About time. I rolled a 15 on mine.
Fuck, I rolled a 2 on mine.
Ha! Eat shit, Barama.
Come on, Tromp, that's not very nice. I rolled a 14 on mine, Ben.
Fuck yeah. I'm finally going first.
Hold on a second, Donald. Now, before we begin combat, I would like to tell you how we're going to run this encounter, since it will be done differently than most encounters you will be facing.
It better not be too much different, Ben.
Don't worry, Donald, it's mostly the same. Now, I'm going to group up each Melinks and Shakalaka into separate groups of 5, and these groups will act as one unit, just to prevent having almost 50 different turns in the initiative order. As of now, there are 5 groups of Shakalakas and 2 groups of Melinks, not including your party and Ruperto. All right, with that out of the way, I will now go over the initiative order. The first group of Melinks will move first, followed by 2 squads of Shakalaka. Then Tromp, Jiden, and Ruperto will move next, followed up by the last Shakalaka squad. And then finally, the last Melinks squad will move. The last 2 squads of Shakalaka will begin acting later in the battle, with Barama in last place.
Damn, that's a little embarrassing.
Dang, that was quite a mouthful, Ben. I didn't think that there would be this many.
I can assure you that there will be plenty more than what you can see right now. Stay vigilant.
All right, the first squad of Melinks is going to charge straight into battle. They clash with the leading squad of Shakalakas and prepare their cat's paw maces for a flurry of swings. With a natural 20, every Melinks was able to bash each of the Shakalakas, dealing a total of 27 bludgeoning damage. As the Melinks deliver their blows, a couple of the Shakalakas begin to burrow into the ground in a quick, panicked fashion, leaving behind a small pouch in their wake. Now, the group of Shakalakas will retaliate by slashing at them with their heavily worn and broken swords. With an 18 to hit, the Shakalakas manage to slash a couple of your companions, dealing a total of 10 slashing damage. Now, the second crowd of Shakalaka are going to burst out of the ground to the left of the first faction of Melinks, attempting to catch them off guard. With an 11 to hit, the Melinks were able to swifty dodge and block the incoming ambush. All right, Tromp, it is now your turn.
It seems that first crew of furballs is in a pickle, so I'll rush over there to help them. First, I'm going to rage. Then, I'll run up to the second group of weird crackheads and attack them with my great sword. With a 16 to hit, I swing my great sword into the concentrated mass of small little green men, slicing some of them up in the process, doing a total of 12 slashing damage.
Nice one, Tromp. As you run into battle, you let out a horrific battle cry as you slowly begin to shift into your more beastly form. When you approach the group of Shakalakas, you were able to make one of the Shakalaka retreat into the ground with a mighty swing of your great sword.
Cowards, get back here and fight until your last breath like a man.
It's no use, Tromp. These fiends have no honor.
Man, they really are such despicable little creatures. I guess I won't feel too bad about what we're doing to them. All right, Ben, I'm going to cast Bane towards the 2 groups of little weirdos. Both of them are going to have to pass a charisma saving throw of 13.
All right, let's see how it turns out. With an 11 and an 18, only the second crowd was affected by your spell.
Dang, I really thought I was going to get both of them. What a shame.
Don't fret, Jiden. It's better than nothing after all. Now, get ready to taste my mace, you fiends.
Raporto is going to charge into battle along with his fellow brothers and sisters. Upon reaching the first crew of Shakalakas, Raporto is going to make 2 mace attacks towards them. With a 17 and 14, both of his attacks connect with the swarm, dealing a total of 11 bludgeoning damage. Now, only a couple of Shakalaka remain in the first squadron.
We're slowly taking them out. But look out. Another swarm of Shakalakas are storming over here as we speak.
Just as Raporto points out the incoming group of Shakalakas, they quickly dash over to the first crowd of Melinks as well, this time attempting to poison the squadron of cats with hastily fashioned daggers soaked in a foul purple liquid. With a 17 to hit, 5 Shakalakas manage to stab the Melinks with their poison-soaked blades, dealing a total of 7 piercing damage. Now the group of Melinks will need to pass a Constitution saving throw of 11 to overcome the poison. Unfortunately, with a low 3, the gang of Melinks will succumb to the poison and suffer from disadvantage on attacks.
Hang in there, my friends. Remember what we are fighting for.
Now the second group of Melinks have finally entered the battle. As they move in towards the first squad of Shakalakas, they plan to finish off the stragglers before moving on to the next bunch of invaders. With a 19 to hit, the group successfully drove the remainder of the Shakalakas out of the battle with a barrage of strikes.
1 group down, 400 more to go.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like it. I'll try to send some more of these freaks home with my magic missile. I'm going to aim 2 bolts towards the second group of Shakalaka and 1 bolt towards the third group. The second squad received 7 damage while the other one received 3 damage.
As you fire 3 bolts of magic into the chaotic battlefield, a couple of unlucky Shakalaka were chosen as the homing magic's target. They scream out as they are struck by a force that they can't begin to understand. All right, as we enter into round 2, the first group of Melinks are going to swing their maces towards the 3rd battalion of Shakalakas. With an 8 to hit due to the poison, the Melinks are unable to gather enough strength to swing their weapons fast enough, allowing the Shakalakas to easily scurry out of the way in time. Now the second crowd of Shakalakas are going to gang up on you, Tromp. With a 19 to hit, you are unfortunately subjected to their barrage of swipes, dealing a total of 6 piercing damage.
Ha! Even in large numbers, you can't kill the mighty Tromp. I'm worth at least 1,000 of you little freaks. Now, prepare to die, cowards. Ben, I'm going to smack these fools with my greatsword. With a 13 to hit, I deal a total of 12 slashing damage.
With your mighty swing, you were able to repel 2 more of the invaders.
Nice one, Trump. I'll try to help you finish off the second squad. With an 18 to hit, I slam my hunting horn into the pile of scary green men for a total of 13 bludgeoning damage.
Great work, Jiden. As you deliver a powerful blow onto the Shakalakas, all but 1 think to flee. Now that only 1 Shakalaka is left standing, it begins to run away towards the spacious, cozy cave that the king was thought to be located.
Oh shit, I think the king could come out at any second now, guys.
Don't count your breaths on that one. We have no clue what these gremlins could be planning up right about now. Now keep on fighting.
Raporto charges towards the 3rd group of Shakalakas and attempts to bash them twice with his mace. With a 12 and a 14, he bashes 2 of the Shakalakas, almost breaking their masks in the process, dealing a total of 12 bludgeoning damage. Now the Shakalakas are going to fight back by bombarding him with small poison daggers. Luckily, with a low roll of 8, Raporto is able to block the incoming daggers with his cat's paw mace just in time. Now, the second batch of Melinks are going to storm closer to the cave itself, skipping their turn as they rush to claim more ground. All right, it is now your turn, Barama.
Damn, we seem to be making some decent progress. All right, I'm going to cast Ice Knife towards the 3rd group of Shakalakas. With a 22 to hit, I fire off a dagger formed from pure cold magic directly towards the large group. On impact, it deals 8 piercing damage before shattering into several pieces of icy shrapnel.
All right, let's see if they can dodge this one. Nope, it's safe to say that, with a roll of 4, that these guys will be taking some more damage.
All right, sweet. That's gonna do an additional 5 cold damage.
Nice one, guys. It looks like you're taking out a good chunk of them in pretty good time. Now, as we enter the 3rd turn, the Shakalaka that ran away finally made it inside the large waterside cavern. Soon after, the horns begin to blare once again as 2 more Shakalaka battalions emerge from the hot desert sand, surrounding the 2nd squad of Melinks in a deadly pincer formation.
Damn it, this isn't good. They won't be able to handle an ambush like that by themselves. My friends, I'll count on you to catch up with them. I'll stay behind and help my brothers and sisters clean up these stragglers.
Leave it to us.
Yeah, we'll make sure that this war has no casualties on our side.
Now, the first group of Melinks are going to perform a flurry of swings onto the Shakalakas. Oh damn, this poison is really getting to them, it seems. With a natural 1, the squad completely fumbles their attack. Almost completely out of energy, they all trip over on themselves, falling over in the process.
Get up, brothers. Victory is in our grasp. You cannot give up now.
They're really starting to struggle over there. I'll make sure to kick this king's ass the second I lay my eyes on him. All right, I'm going to meet up with the second squadron of Melinks to assist them. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to hit these motherfuckers, the fourth group in specific, with my greatsword. With a 13 to hit, I deal a total of 11 slashing damage.
Nice one, Trump, as you repel a few of the shakalakas. The Melinks begin to regain their confidence as they watch you effortlessly take some of them out with just one swing.
I'll see if I can take out a few more as well. I'm going to make another attack with my hunting horn on the fourth gang as well. With an 18 to hit, I deal a total of 14 bludgeoning damage. And as for my bonus action, I would like to store all available notes into my hunting horn.
Nice going, you two. You have almost managed to take out the fourth squad almost immediately.
No shit. Do you know who they are fighting against? Only the most fearsome and badass hunter on this damn planet?
Well, what about us?
Yeah, I guess you two are here too.
We're pulling our weight just as much as you are, Trump. Get your head out of your ass.
Do you guys bicker all the time? We have more important things to be worrying about. Get your head back in the game, you dimwits.
As Ruperto looks over with a frustrated look, he quickly shifts his focus back onto the weakened group of shakalakas, readying his mace for another multi-attack. With a 15 and a 14, he's able to land 2 meaty swings onto the invaders, dealing 10 bludgeoning damage in the process. Now the shakalakas have become outnumbered as Ruperto manages to repel a few more of their numbers.
You don't stand a chance, you filthy barbarians.
Ruperto's remark seems to anger the few remaining shakalakas, so much so that they scream out in rage as they flail their weapons wildly towards him. With a natural 20, the shakalakas manage to engulf Ruperto in a devastating flurry of blows, dealing a whopping 21 slashing damage.
No Ruperto. Is he going to be okay?
Don't worry about me, my friend. I'll be okay. Just finish this fight.
Damn. Let's hurry this up to prevent any casualties from occurring.
He seems like a strong fellow, I'm sure. He can take a couple of hits like a true man.
As the second crew of Melinks watch as their leader is severely injured, they seem to ignite with fury and vengeance as they mercilessly slam their weapons onto their opponents. With an 11 to hit, the squad relentlessly drills into the shakalakas with heavy blows, dealing a total of 11 bludgeoning damage.
Wow, they're beating some serious ass right now. Okay, let's clear these pawns up as soon as we can. I'm gonna use my light bow gun to make 2 shots towards the group of shakalakas. With a 12 and a 13 to hit, I fire 2 rounds into the large gathering of mask-wearing freaks, dealing a total of 10 piercing damage.
Good work so far, everyone. Both squads of Melinks still seem to be in good health. Well, besides the group whiffing all of their attacks due to poison. Now, they have another chance to redeem themselves. Ah, damn, that's unfortunate. As they try to muster up the strength to stand back up, they just fall back down to their knees, as if gravity itself is trying to keep them on the ground.
Damn it, get back up, brothers. We can win this. I know we can.
All right, it's time for me to finish off this lousy squad of meth heads with a swing of my glorious greatsword. With a 15 to hit, I slam my greatsword onto the clueless little bastards, dealing a total of 14 slashing damage.
Nice one, Tromp. As you deliver this devastating blow, the few remaining shakalakas scream out in pain and in anger before burrowing deep into the sand, never to be seen again.
And don't you ever come back?
Yeah, you tell him, Trump. Okie dokie. I'm going to play the notes that I stored up last turn, giving us the usual buffs that I gave previously.
Smart move, Jiden. As you play your music, the cats interpret it as a song of war of sorts and benefit from a huge morale boost, gaining the same skills that you gave to your party.
Oh, sweet. I didn't think about buffing up our whole team.
Well, now you know at least.
Hi. Thanks for the boost, my friend. I'm sure that this will be just enough for me to finish these scoundrels off.
Ruperto perks back up as he hears your music, readying another 2 blows with his mace. With a 15 and an 11, he's able to finish off the remaining shakalakas left over from the third group with a total of 11 bludgeoning damage. The first squad of Melinks cheer out loudly into the sky as they finally reclaim half of their desert oasis home. Hearing this cry of triumph, the second squadron readies their weapons to begin weakening the last group of shakalakas. With an 11 to hit, the Melinks just barely manage to make contact with the tribesmen's intricate-looking masks, dealing a total of 12 bludgeoning damage. Now the last batch of shakalakas are going to gang up on you, Jiden.
Oh, God.
Worry not, Joe. With a 3, you were able to easily evade the shakalaka's clumsy strikes.
Phew. I was worried there for a second.
Yeah, they could have ripped you to shreds if you weren't so lucky. All right, Barama, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost towards the last group of shakalakas. With an 11 to hit, I fire out a beam of cold energy towards the group, dealing 7 cold damage.
Nice one, Barama. Now that Ropordo and the first squad of Melinks have successfully repelled every Shakalaka in that area, they all decide to rest and tend to their wounds as they leave the rest up to you.
All right. I think that's enough for me. I'm starting to feel a little woozy now. I'll leave the rest up to you, my friends.
Oh man, do you think he's gonna make it?
I don't know, Jiden. Why don't you use cure wounds on him whenever we get back, if he lasts that long anyway?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that spell.
All right, now that the Melinks further back are now out of the battle, it is now your turn, Tromp.
Oh, hell yeah. I can get to the action a little bit faster now. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm best at. With a 21 to hit, I slam my greatsword into the dumb little fucks, dealing a total of 12 slashing damage.
I'll keep up the assault by attacking with my hunting horn. With a 19 to hit, I deal a total of 11 bludgeoning damage.
Good work, guys. There are almost no Shakalakas on the field. Victory is surely in your reach now, and it seems that the second squad of Melinks realizes this as well, as they furiously bring down their weapons on the last few invaders. With a 12 to hit, they slam their weapons on the last Shakalakas for a total of 12 bludgeoning damage, finishing off the last remaining Shakalaka.
Holy shit. We actually took them all out.
Huh, that was a lot easier than I expected.
Oh man, is it almost over now?
Almost, buddy. Now we just need to beat the shit out of their leader.
As you finally repel all of the barbaric tribesmen, the Shakalaka who ran away darts out of the cave, furiously screaming in the process. As it makes its way towards your group, a large blue raptor-like monster donning a brilliant red crest bursts out from the spacious cave, screeching as it flails around wildly. The monster charges towards the fleeing Shakalaka and pounces onto it, keeping a firm grip with its strong claws. Unfortunately for this Shakalaka, burrowing away won't be an option this time, as the monster takes a large bite out of the now defenseless creature, killing it on the spot. As you observe this monster, you notice that a primitive-looking saddle has been situated on its back. Further inspection reveals a small green humanoid figure wearing a rather large tan mask with a small barbecue spit fixed on top of it. Once the monster finishes off the last remaining Shakalaka, the figure pulls the monster's reins, making it turn towards your group. When the second squad of Melinks see this intimidating presence, they drop their weapons and flee back towards their injured friends.
Hey, get back here, you pussies.
Your words seem to fall on deaf ears as they quickly retreat as far away from the monster as possible.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing? Did these Shakalakas really manage to tame a monster like that?
Oh man, it looks like a Barama. I can't say that I wasn't expecting this outcome though. But it looks like the king somehow befriended a Velocidrome. You usually find these things out in dense forest or jungles. They aren't too common out in the desert, so I wonder how these two even met in the first place.
That's not an important question to be pondering right now. We need to find out how to take these two out efficiently so we don't waste too many of our resources. We still have to take out this mysterious monster back at the mining site.
Dang, you're right. Oh man, and we were just there earlier.
Well, sometimes we just get forced into a filler story and there's nothing we can do about it.
All right, as we enter the final showdown of this little war, I think that we should restart on the initiative order, just to freshen things up a bit.
Well, I like my place in the order just fine. But sure, I'll go ahead and re-roll. I'm sure I'll go first again anyway. Hell yeah, I rolled a 19 on mine. Beat that, bitches.
I'll never understand your obsession with being first. I rolled an 11 on mine, Ben.
And I rolled a 10. Ben. Oh man, I just love it when stuff accidentally rhymes.
Me too, Joe. Me too. Now I will go ahead and read off the final initiative order. Tromp will be moving first once again.
Suck it, bitches.
Followed by Barama and then Jiden, with the Shakalaka King and the Velocidrome in last place.
I have a question I need to ask before I beat the shit out of the guys. Are we able to attack the King of Pricks directly?
It'll be more difficult than usual, but yes, you can. We'll say that you need to beat an AC of 15 to reach the Shakalaka King, and all of those missed attacks will instead be directly towards the Velocidrome.
All right, well in that case, I'll just finish off this blue fuck right here and now. I'm going to swing at its stupid-looking crest with my greatsword. With a 17 to hit, I connect with the dumb lizard's head, dealing a total of 11 slashing damage.
As you collide with the Velocidrome's crest, the monster flinches in pain before it shoots its head towards you, screeching violently in your face, blasting a strong scent of flesh and gore into your nose.
Hey, bird brains, have you ever heard of mouthwash before? I heard that shit works wonders.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna fire 2 rounds into the Velocidrome. Will a 13 and an 11 hit Ben?
Only the first shot will connect with the Velocidrome. You need to beat its AC of 13 to damage this monster.
All right then. At least one of those shots hit anyway. That single bullet is gonna deal 5 piercing damage.
Good one, Barama. All right, Jiden, you're up.
Oh goody. This looks like a pretty dangerous encounter, so I'm going to cast Bane onto both of our enemies.
With 2 low rolls of 10 and 8, both assailants will take full effect from your Bane spell, forcing them to reduce 1d4 from their attack rolls, which was a pretty good idea considering that both of them will be attacking your party now. However, it still managed to roll an unnatural 20. The Shakalaka King begins pulling on the monster's reins once again, resulting in the Velocidrome charging forward as he lowers his giant club, resembling that of a large monster's thigh bone, to the ground. Just as the two come in close enough, the Velocidrome pulls away at the last second as the king swings his bludgeon directly towards your face, Tromp, resulting in a clean swipe that dealt a total of 4 bludgeoning damage.
Damn, the king must have trained this thing pretty well. I'm going to relish in executing his pet before his very eyes.
Oh man, I didn't think about it like that. Man, that's pretty sad.
Don't dwell on it, Jiden. They're just getting what they deserve for forcing all of those Melinks out of their home.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Barama.
All right, now it's the Velocidrome's turn to attack. As the king controls the monster, the Velocidrome circles back around before delivering a quick bite towards you, Barama. With a 10 to hit, the monster doesn't get quite close enough to reach you as it bites towards your face from a close distance, barely missing in the process. All right, it is your turn once again, Tromp.
Prepare yourself, for my mighty great sword will come crashing down upon you like thunder from the heavens, you foul lizard. With a 21 to hit, I whirl my great sword around my waist, building up speed before I send it crashing down onto the Velocidrome, dealing 11 slashing damage.
Nice one! The Velocidrome screeches in pain as you deliver this devastating blow. Now, Barama, what will you do?
I'm going to cast Ice Knife at the 2nd level towards the Velocidrome, hopefully damaging the king in the process. With an 18 to hit, the knife makes contact, dealing a measly 1 piercing damage. God damn, I hope the shrapnel can do a little bit more than that.
Well, it couldn't get any lower than that.
Well, we'll just see about that. With a dex save of 10 and 6, both of the monsters will take additional damage.
All right, that's a little bit better. My Ice Knife is going to deal an additional 8 cold damage.
Alrighty, my turn. I'm going to bonk this scary-looking Velocidrome with my hunting horn. Oh, phooey. I rolled a 7 on that.
Yep, that will unfortunately miss both the Velocidrome and the king himself. All right, now it is their turn to retaliate. The king pulls the reins forward to make the Velocidrome charge your group once again. With a 10 to hit, the king fumbles his swing with the disproportionately large club that he uses as a weapon. Now, the Velocidrome is going to violently turn 180 degrees, attempting to whip all of you with its massive, thin tail. I'll need each of you to make a dex saving throw to see if you can dodge this attack.
Ah, shit, I rolled a 6 on mine.
Oh man, me too. What's going to happen to us?
Well, hopefully I won't be finding out as I just rolled a 15 on that save.
You lucky bastard.
Sorry, man. The dice just decided that I shouldn't get hit by this attack.
As the Velocidrome thrashes around, its long tail makes contact with Tromp and Jiden. As its tail smashes into your face, the force sends you flying back onto the ground, dealing 8 bludgeoning damage as well as knocking you off of your feet, which means that you will each have to use your next turn getting up.
I'm glad I was able to dodge that one. Having all 3 of us skip our turn would be pretty brutal.
Damn it, I'm tired of these monsters sending me into the air. I'm not a goddamn beach ball, you pricks.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice. Although I did feel like I was flying for a second, so that was pretty cool.
All right, as we move on to round 8, Tromp will spend his turn getting back up, which means that it's your turn again, Barama.
Sweet, I'm going to fire 2 rounds at the Velocidrome. With an unnatural 20 and a 12, only my first shot makes contact, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Nice one, Barama. Now Jiden is going to spend his turn getting back up as well, which means that the duo are able to unleash a couple of more devastating blows. The Shakalaka King is going to steer the Velocidrome a little further away from your group before gathering up all of his focus to cast Firebolt towards you, Jiden. With an unnatural 20, the king releases a bolt of fire from his odd-looking mask, making contact with your shoulder, almost scorching the surrounding cloth around the bolt's impact, dealing a measly 2 fire damage.
Hey, cut it out, man. This is my favorite shirt.
Now, the Velocidrome is going to attempt to ram into you, Barama. With an 11 to hit, the monster plows right through your frail body, dealing a total of 8 bludgeoning damage.
Damn. I wasn't expecting that bastard to run me over. That was ridiculous.
Now that you're back up on your feet, what would you like to do, Tromp?
About damn time. I'm gonna make these fuckers regret making me skip my turn. I'll slash at the Velocidrome once again. With a 13 to hit, I swing my greatsword into the dumbass's chest, dealing a total of 10 slashing damage.
Nice one, Tromp. As your sword collides with the monster, It screeches out once again before it begins to thrash around wildly, bucking the king off of its back in the process. Once it removes the king, it kicks at the ground before it swings its head up into the air and lets out a guttural howl. It snaps its head back down and faces your group with a full set of gnarled teeth and steaming nostrils.
Oh shit, I think it entered into a rage state. Things are definitely looking worse for us now.
Well, hey, at least the king was knocked off in the process.
Yeah, Jaiden's right. Now we can truly start beating this little clown into the dirt.
Well, we're in for a lot of trouble, but you both seem optimistic, so whatever. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost towards the king. With a 13 to hit, my cold beam of energy connects with the king directly, dealing 7 cold damage.
As your attack connects with the king Shakalaka, it's going to use its reaction to enter into a primal rage, screaming and jumping around like a madman. From now on, the king will be resistant to all melee attacks and gains advantage on strength saving throws and attacks, as well as dealing an additional 2 damage with his melee attacks.
Oh shit, he's just like me for real.
Oh man, he looks really mad now. Maybe I can pacify him with a whack with my hunting horn. With a 16 to hit, I slam my hunting horn onto the king's weird barbecue pit mask thingy, dealing a total of 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice one, Jaiden. However, now that the duo are split up and equally pissed, they are going to split up and attack both Tromp and Barama respectively. As the king charges towards you, Tromp, he readies his large club for a brutal swing attack. With a natural 20, the king delivers a painful strike to your knee, dealing a total of 7 bludgeoning damage. Next, the Velocidrome is going to attempt to bite you, Barama. With a 12 to hit, the Velocidrome sinks its teeth into your delicate flesh, dealing a whopping 11 piercing damage.
Holy shit, that hurt. I can't take another one of those. We need to finish this up quickly.
I'm killing these assholes as fast as I can, Barama. All right, now that my rage has ended once again, I'm going to fucking do it again as I charge towards the Velocidrome with my greatsword. With a 13 to hit, I slam my greatsword into the dumbass lizard for 13 slashing damage.
Wow, back-to-back rage is insane. Let's finish this fight up before you pop a blood vessel or something. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on the king. With a 22 to hit, I fire a beam of dark green energy at the Shakalaka king, dealing 11 poison damage.
Nice one, Barama. As you fire out your superior magic towards the king, it screams out right before getting blasted in the head.
Nice one, Barama. You shut him up real quick. Now I'll attack the Velocidrome with my hunting horn once again. With a 15 to hit, I whack the monster for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Nice going, everyone. The duo are both struggling to stay up as they continue to take your endless barrage of attacks. You're almost through. However, they have enough strength to dish out one more flurry of blows. The Shakalaka King is going to attempt to cast 2 firebolts, one towards Barama and one towards Jaiden. With an 18 and an unnatural 20, the king releases 2 bright bolts of fire from his mask. As they connect with you, they combust into small, searing hot embers, dealing both of you 6 fire damage.
Holy shit, he almost got us, Jaiden.
That was awful. I felt like someone just threw a whole bonfire at me.
However, the assault isn't over yet as the Velocidrome homes in on you, Tromp, attempting to make 2 different bite attacks towards you. With an 18 and a 24, the Velocidrome bites down into one of the few vulnerable spots on your spiky body, dealing a total of 11 piercing damage.
You guys better be glad that he targeted me instead, or else that attack might have straight up killed you.
Thank you for being our shield, Tromp.
I'm more than a damn shield, and you know it. Look, I'll even prove it to you right now. All right, Ben? I'm going to finish this war right here and now by using my ultimate move. You foul, wretched beings, prepare to be judged by my overwhelming strength. May your souls be forever damned to suffer the wrath of 1,000 Tromps.
All right, do the honors, Tromp. They both failed the dexterity saving throw needed.
You poor fools. I bring my arms and my head in close to my body before I throw them up in the air as I scream out in triumph, unleashing all of my dangerous blade-like spikes towards the weakened duo of disgusting thieves, dealing a total 21 piercing damage.
Tromp, as you unleash your ultimate power on the last Shakalaka and his companion, they are bombarded by an overwhelming amount of unbelievable sharp spikes being launched from your body at lethal speeds. They are unable to withstand the sheer amount of lethal weapons being launched at them, and they both quickly fall to the floor motionless.
See, I'm not just your shield, I'm your sword too, you bitch.
Damn, well, you got me there on that one.
Holy moly. We actually did it, guys.
Suddenly, as the battlefield goes silent for a brief moment, the silence is shattered by an overwhelming force of sound emanating from the Melinks as they yell out at the top of their lungs in victory.
Since we're the victors, it's time for us to claim the spoils. Ben, I'm going to carve that Velocidrome up right away.
Jesus Christ, Tromp. Fine. Let's go ahead and get these carves out of the way.
All right, for the Velocidrome, each of you can get a max of 2 carves off of it, and one of you can search the Shakalaka King's corpse.
I'm not touching that little weirdo. I'll just stick to the Velocidrome, thank you very much. I rolled a 10 and an 11 on my carve checks.
I rolled a 17 and a 7 on mine. Damn. I guess I'll have to miss out on a carve.
Oh man, me too. I rolled a 14 and a 6 on mine.
All right, now go ahead and roll a d20 to see what you were able to carve from the monster.
I rolled a 15 and a 5.
Damn, I got a 3. My resource checks have been horrible recently.
What the heck? Me too, Barama. I rolled a 3 as well.
Donald, what the hell did you do to our dice?
Why the hell are you blaming me for your shitty luck, Barama? That's exactly what a loser would do.
I can recall you blaming the dice at least 3 different times, Tromp.
That's nonsense, and you know it.
All right, settle down, you two. Tromp, you were able to carve out a piece of Velocidrome hide, as well as a sharp Velocidrome claw.
Hell yeah, that's pretty sweet right there.
Barama, you received a small blue Velociprey scale.
Wait, why did I get a Velociprey scale?
Monster Hunter just works in mysterious ways, my friend. Now, Jiden, you were able to carve out a Velociprey scale as well.
Oh man, what am I going to do with just one scale?
I don't know, use it as a bookmark or something, you nerd.
Hey, there's no need to be so mean, Trump. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and search the king's corpse. What all do I find, Ben?
Well, as you carefully remove the pouch around the king's waist, you open it up and find a small pile of gold pieces totaling up to 25 GP.
Oh, sweet, I'll never complain about finding some money.
All right, now that we're all finished up here, let's go pay those Melinks a visit.
Oh my, I forgot about Raporto. We need to go heal him.
Hey, I still don't think that you should waste a spell slot on this, but whatever.
As you all make your way through the now calm battlefield, you meet up both groups of Melinks and their leader, Roporto.
So, my friends, you actually did it. Now we can finally move back home and go back to our old lifestyle. We sincerely thank you 3.
Roporto bows as he holds on to his injured arm.
Oh man, let me heal that up for you, buddy. Ben, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Roporto, healing him for 8 HP.
As you focus your healing magic on Roporto, the gash across his arm slowly begins to close. He moves his shoulder around for a bit to test if it feels better, which is confirmed as he pumps his fist into the air.
Oh man, thank you, Jiden. I feel so much better. Well, now that everything here is done, we would like to give you something in return.
Roporto points over to a large pile of small pouches dropped from the Shakalaka invaders.
Here you go. We have no use for things like gold or jewels, so we all decided to give them to you.
Holy shit. How much gold do you think is in there?
Oh my, am I dreaming right now? Someone pinch me real quick.
Well, I'd have to say that this endeavor was certainly worth our time. Now, the real issue is, how are we going to split all of this up?
Let's worry about that when we get back to the mining site. We still have to walk all the way back over there, and that's going to take a while.
Ugh, I forgot about that. That's going to be such a pain in the ass to deal with.
Suddenly, Roporto perks up his ears with a sly grin on his face.
Well, actually, we used to have some wooden carts in that cave over there. If we're lucky, they might still be there and in good condition.
I'm confused. How is a cart going to help us get there any faster? We would still have to push the thing.
That's where you're wrong, my friend. Just wait here for one moment.
Roporto and 6 other Melinks get on all fours and begin prancing towards the cave. After a moment, they come back out with 3 carts still in perfect condition.
See? I knew those barbarians wouldn't dispose of these nifty things. All right, you 3, hop on.
Oh, yippee. It's like a cat taxi. A caxi, if you will.
You're going to haul us the entire way back?
Well, this should be pretty entertaining to say the least.
As each of you sit in one of the 3 wooden carts, the Melinks struggle for a second to lift the front end off of the ground. After a second, they finally gain enough momentum to allow the wheels to do all of the heavy lifting. As you're carried through the desert by the Melinks, you begin to see the Kahran Mining Site reappear in the distance, slowly getting closer with each rotation of the rickety cart's wheels. Soon, you finally reach the site once again. The Melinks suddenly tip the cart forward, dumping each of you onto the ground with a heavy thud.
Hey, watch it, you little bastards.
How am I back? I think I need to lay here for a while, guys.
Welp, thank you for your help and all. Maybe we'll meet again.
With that, the Melinks turn the carts back around and head back into the desert expanse, returning back to their long-lost home.
Wow, that was pretty damn rude of them. But at least that bullshit is over with now.
Yeah, I can't believe all of that happened just because we decided to sleep in the campsite.
Well, I can tell you that we'll never be doing that shit again. If I get sent to war just for sleeping, then the mighty Trump will never rest again.
All right, Let's head back into one of the shacks and take a look at everything that we got from this little side quest. Then we'll take a short rest before heading into the mining site. And no more distractions this time.
Believe me, the next person that asks for our help is just going to get cleaved in half.
Dang Trump. Isn't that a bit too far?
Not at all, my good friend. We will just consider it as a mercy kill.
Fair enough. I think I can work with that. Now, let's take a look at our spoils of war.
As you all make your way into one of the shacks, you empty the several dozen pouches onto one of the cruddy beds, quickly amassing a large pile of shiny objects fairly quickly. As you rummage through the pile of loot, your party obtains a total of 850 gold pieces, as well as 7 armor spheres, along with a handful of brilliantly shining pink and purple jewels.
Holy fuck, this is a good haul.
Damn right. Plenty of armor cores for upgrades and the gold to get it done.
But what's up with these jewels here? They look like they would sell for a whole lot.
Hell if I know. They better be worth a lot, because I'm not going to get my hopes up for a measly 20 gold or something like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate. We'll just have to hold on to these until we can find a good enough seller who won't try to lowball us or anything.
I like Esma and all, but I feel like she would do exactly that.
Precisely, Jyden. Now let's get all of this split up, and then we'll go ahead and take a short rest before taking care of this fishy monster.
Don't have to tell me twice. I just want to get my sweet baby upgraded so I can deal even more damage like a badass.
All right, as you all quickly collect your share of the loot, you all find a bed to sit on while you think back on how you were robbed by Melinks, and then basically forced into helping them win their land back in a war against small tribesmen wearing bizarre masks. As you struggle with these thoughts, you begin to rest up to finally begin tracking this monster down and taking it out once and for all. All right, guys, we're going to end session 3 right there. What did you guys all think about today's session?
Personally, I had a great time. I was able to turn my brain off and attack monsters with the same attack for the entire session.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I really wasn't expecting that little shakalaka event either, so it wasn't pretty interesting to see how it played out.
I'm still a little upset about how I got beat up pretty bad in this one. Also that Ruperto ate my chocolate bar, and I'm still very upset about that.
Yeah, sorry about that one, Joe. I just had to do it to you. Anyway, thank you all for being here with me today. I'll see you 3 again whenever it's time to meet up for session 4.
You better not ghost us again either, you slimy bastard.
Trust me, I won't be doing anything like that. Thank you all so much for watching this long-ass video all the way to the end. It really means a lot. I meant it when I said that I haven't given up, I just need time to cook is all. Now, I'm not sure how frequently future videos will be released on this channel, but I can assure you that I won't take another 5-month break for the next one. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and happy hunting.